Mic check 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2 3.
Check mic 1 2 3.
It's year 6 of Under the Lights, and tonight we've got a huge football game on deck. Get your popcorn, grab your favorite drink, and crank it up to 11 because high school football is live right here on Under the Lights. Get ready for those holy cows, the Gary Swallow wows, and the unforgettable plays that will have us talking for years to come. It's 48 minutes of pure excitement. Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime. Live from the broadcast booth, here's the voice of Under the Lights, Jordan Taylor.
Well, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Friday night football here in week 7 Blue Jay Field is the site to be at tonight. If you like rivalry football, this is the stream to be at. If you could not see this one in person, thank you for giving us the opportunity to bring you Sacred Heart St. Ed's, a rivalry for the ages. Two teams that do not like each other. It's going to be fast, furious, and a physical ball game here tonight. Holden Lee, Enoch Brogy with me tonight. Enoch, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement in the air.
Oh, absolutely. Like you said, both of these teams really do not like each other. I actually have some of the rivalry history. I'll read it off to you right now. St. Edmunds leads this rivalry on the gridiron 31-29-3.
Okay, so good records there.
Good records. You
Competitive
can't really
rivalry.
ask for anything more than that. This will be the 64th meeting, and this is the 64th meeting since 1957. So they've only not played each other on the gridiron 3 or 4 years in that span. The Blue Jays are 15-17-1 at home in this rivalry game, and of the last 8 games, Sacred Heart has won 5 of those.
Good details there. Let's go and check on those impact players at this time, my friend.
Back players.
Impact players for both sides this evening. You start with St. Ed's, and you go to the quarterback, number 15, Kane West. He could do it with his feet. He could do it with his arm. He's a veteran guy in his lineup, and expect him to have a big night. He's got a couple guys he can throw to on the outside, though. Starting with number 7, Blake Moran, number 9, Marcus Gradney. Talent all across the field for this Blue Jay offense.
Oh, I believe he's going to feed the ball to both of those guys as much as he can. Seen a little bit during warm-ups. Yeah, he's got a good arm on him, so be interesting to see how easily he can get them to his targets.
Sacred Heart impact players, quarterback, Elias
Ellis.
Fusilier, number 18, Abram Manuel, and number 23, Jude Aber. Expected call Jude Aber's name a lot tonight.
Yes, they will feed him the ball, and he is one of the fastest players you'll see this season.
Keys to victory tonight for St. Ed's. You got to get off the field on 3rd down, win the trenches on both sides of the ball. The emotions of the rivalry, keep them in check.
Yes.
Give West a clean pocket if you're the offensive line up front, and penalties cannot stall drives this evening.
Exactly what you pointed to right before with the keeping your emotions in check. You don't want that to turn into penalties, and then it stalls drives or hurts you on defense.
Sacred Heart keys to victory to come on the road and get a win here this evening. You got to feed Jude Aber. Give it to him 30 times tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Time of possession, can you eat up the clock? Keep the ball away from that explosive St. Ed's Blue Jays offense.
Yep.
Points off of turnovers. You cause a couple of turnovers here. Go cash in.
Absolutely.
And then special teams could be a difference maker here, and it also control the emotions.
Yep. For very emotional rivalry for both of these teams, they have to keep them in check.
Checking those game day temperatures at this time, 66 degrees. Beautiful night here from Eunice, Louisiana, home of the St. Ed's Blue Jays here at Blue Jay Field. Slight wind, 0 chance of rain. Might have to put the hoodies on by halftime.
Yeah. You got to love whenever the cool air starts to come back in. It's the best time of the year.
On the broadcast tonight, doing play-by-play, Jordan Taylor, color commentary, Enoch Brogy, and your producer tonight, Holden Lee, ladies and gentlemen. So that is a look at some of our keys to victory, weather, all the good stuff. Enoch Brogy, go ahead down to the sideline. Let's go get that coin toss at this time, my friend.
Will do.
St. Ed's exits their locker room. Is the microphone better? Check the microphone for us. Big time rivalry awaits, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know if those microphones are better. Just turn it down a little bit. St. Ed's wearing blue on blue chrome helmets. Sacred Heart wearing white on white gold helmets this evening.
All right, I got it.
We'll go down to the field at this time. Enoch Brogy, you got us?
That's the highway.
And here comes the Sacred Heart Trojans, ladies and gentlemen. Enoch Brogy, we're down on the sideline with you. You got us?
Got to set up for us.
So, what's the referees association this evening?
What association is it? Are y'all based out of? Alexandria. They're based out of Alexandria.
Okay, interesting there. Alexandria making a long road trip for a great rivalry this evening.
They put it up over there. So they put it up over there. Last week they rode.
Waiting on the Blue Jays to take their sideline. A lot of fans still piling into the stadium. It's week 7. They're undefeated. And here comes the St. Ed's Blue Jays, ladies and gentlemen. Check out those captains at this time for the Blue Jays and the Trojans. Enoch, you still got us?
At this time, we ask you to please stand for tonight's benediction by Father John Duga, parochial vicar of St. Anthony of Padua Catholic Church. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the gift of being able to gather here for this wonderful football game. We ask for a blessing upon all of our families, for all of those who go without, and we ask that during this game you might help us to be excellent on the field and excellent off of the field to the praise of your glory. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Please remain standing for tonight's national anthem being performed by St. Edmund student and trainer, Rose Young.
Enoch Brogy, you got us on the sideline? Captains for the Blue Jays. Number 3, John Landry. Number 7, Blake Moran. Number 9, Mark Scradney. And number 15, Kane West.
In the mouth.
For the Trojans, number 23, Jude Hebert.
Of course.
Number 57, 52, 50. Dane Lejeune.
I got that man. We'll do point toss after that. All right. Hey, y'all captains all night. We may ask for your help to keep players under control. We want to see a good football game, not a bunch of chippy stuff, okay? Y'all help us out. You're the visiting team, you get to call the toss. It's going the black side and the fleur de lis heads. The blue side and the crawfish tail is tails. What do you call? We call tails. We want to see the blue side. Here we go. The black side, you won the toss. Defer. Want to defer. Okay, so you want the ball. All right, we're going to kick away from the clock. Now, y'all turn around and face each other. You turn your backs to the clock, and you turn your backs to that goal. Okay. St. Ed's has won the toss, and they have deferred to the second half. They will be kicking. Now, shake hands and go off to the sideline. Thank you very much, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you to Enoch Brogy down there with the coin toss audio. And he'll rush back up here. He'll do your color tonight. Holden Lee, check into the chat at this time. Excitement is building in the air.
Yep. It's pretty cool. I don't know if Jordy got it or not, but whenever they finished the Star Spangled Banner, they had an airplane flew across the stadium. It was pretty cool.
Nice dust cropper here in Eunice, Louisiana. But we gear up for a fun one.
Number 19, Jay Lodigo. Number 22.
My name is Jordan Taylor. This is Under the Lights. If you have not hit the like and share, go ahead and do that at this time. Trojans will get the ball first to start this one. Number 22, back deep, Wesley Artigo. Kicking off for the Blue Jays. Number 11, Seth Oquin. Moments away, Enoch Brogy makes his way back up to the broadcast booth, and we're waiting on the referee's signal. Alexandria Association this evening. It's going to be fun, 48 minutes.
Oh, I agree. You can feel the emotions on the field as we were doing the coin toss. So,
And Oquin goes with the sky kick to start this one.
returning in from about the 30.
Good kick coverage there. And that's where the Trojans offense will set up shop, 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. So we'll get our first look at the quarterback here this evening. The quarterback, number 2, Ellis Fusilier.
I'm expecting a run for this one, or maybe not. It looks like they're going 5 wide.
And they're going to start out with empty here. They go 5 wide, and they're going to check back into it. Expect Jude Hebert to get an early carry here.
That's what I was expecting, too, until they went 5 wide.
And he will get the first carry of the game, and he's stopped for a minimum game there. This front 7, it's going to be tough sledding here this evening.
Yes, sir. Front 7 knows that number 23 is coming, and they're going to do everything that they can to make sure that his impact on this game is minimal.
Here will be a huge key this evening. Can somebody else make a couple plays?
May very well need that.
Fusilier waits on the snap. He will drop back the pass here. And we said, can somebody make a play other than Hebert tonight? And that's a drop pass there. A little thrown high, but you got to come down with it.
Yeah, he managed to get both of his hands on it. It was a little bit high, but if you touch it, you catch it. That's the general rule here.
Even. 3rd and 9. early third down in this one. You do not want to go 3 and out if you're the Trojans.
No, not at all. It's your chance to set the tone on offense early, and you want to be able to do that.
Third and 9, ball lies at the 31-yard line, just underway here. 4-2 Trojans, 6-0 Blue Jays. He's got a man running free, wide open, and what a great coverage there. Number 21 bats the ball down. Lanny Reed just saved the touchdown.
Yes, he did. If that ball was thrown a little bit further, I don't think he would have been able to make a play.
Fourth down, punting unit will have to come out. Boy, he had number 5 wide open if he'd have let him.
Yeah, he underthrew that ball a little bit there and led the defender to
Number 22,
stop.
Wyatt Dubois, back deep. And they almost had a hand on that one. Somehow he got it away. And it will take a roll and die down around the 49, 48-yard line. And here comes Kane West and that Blue Jay offense that's putting up a lot of points week in and week out on their way to the 6-0 record.
Oh, yeah. They know how to put up points, and they can do it in a hurry. So, to Sacred Heart, you need to get a good stop here.
Talented receiving core you're fixing to get your eyes on.
Oh, yeah. Number 7 and number 9.
And number 11.
Players here. You got number 11 as well. You know that Kane West is going to be looking to get the ball into each of their hands as many times as he can.
First and 10, Blue Jays. And they're going to try to start off with a run to Summerlin, and Summerlin will go for about 7 yards there. Good blocking up front from that offensive line.
That was. Looked like number 9 was on the stop there for Sacred Heart. Or it was number 8. It's hard to see with the jersey kind of folded up a little bit, but.
It was number 9 there on the stop, Seth Guillory.
Yep.
Second and about a long 3. We'll call it 4. West barking orders. There's a snap. Quick pass, and they're going to throw a little quick screen to number 11.
Good
and
job
Seth Oquan will have enough for the first down.
Good job by the receiver to keep his legs churning as the Sacred Heart defense was swarming. They were going 11 hats to the ball there, but he was able to keep his legs moving just enough to where he can get the first down.
Chains will move. First and 10, Blue Jays on the move. Ball lies at the 39-yard line. And you look at the front here, they're selling out to stop the run.
Yes, they are, and they give it to him.
And they give it to Summerlin. And Summerlin's going to run hard all night. You can expect him. It's going to take multiple guys to bring him down.
Oh, absolutely.
No arm tackles tonight.
Absolutely. He knows how to keep his low center of gravity and keep those legs moving. He knows that he can drag guys with him. Looks like number 9 is checking into the game with number 6 checking out, or number 8 checking out.
Gradney checks in, and 3 will check out late. That is Landry.
Yep.
And we go second down and 5. West goes empty, and he'll go quarterback power here. He's really good when he does this. He's an excellent downhill runner.
Yes, he is. It's always dangerous when you have a quarterback running power and not afraid to put his shoulder down. So gets him a good few yards, and that's going to be 3rd and short.
Somebody let us know in the chat if the audio is better on my end. I fixed some things upstairs. 3rd down and 2 for the Blue Jays.
Big 3rd down here if you're Sacred Heart. Gotta find a way to get a stop here.
Expect them 4-down territory the rest of this drive.
Yep.
3rd and 2, there's a snap, quarterback power. West calls his own number. And he picks up about 4 yards there. Enough for a Blue Jay first down.
It was a good run there. Got what you needed to move the sticks. Get the first set of downs and see what St. Ed's does this time.
Chains will move.
I'll call it here. I think they're going to throw a pass on this first down.
Yeah, why not take a shot here?
I think you're relatively close. I think a shot to the end zone kind of
and they're giving
loosens up that front 7 a little bit.
Giving a lot of cushion down here on the bottom of your screen.
The defense might be thinking the same thing.
And West will fake the throw. 2, 3 in the slot, and 7 goes up, and he dropped it.
Oh, man.
I think number 4 might have got a hand in there and knocked that football down. Jed LaFleur And
He
what a
did.
double move there. West couldn't have put it in a better spot.
He couldn't have, and he had a step on him, but the fact that number 7 had to come back a little bit to try to catch that ball, it allowed for Jed LaFleur to come in and make the defensive stop there, the pass breakup.
And Holden,
And we called it. It was going to be a shot in the end zone.
it's going to be the battle of the air horns this evening on both sides. They're going at it, both fan bases.
It's going to be 2nd and 10.
Okay, I'll fix the box in our next timeout. 15 looks, finds
Find someone in the flats.
number
Looks like
7. That was Arduin.
Yep.
Correction, Blake Moran. And has enough for a first down, picked up 12. And the chains will move.
Yes. Good job by West. See that it was open in the flats. Take exactly what the defense gives you, and they gave you a first down right there.
Inside the red zone, 1st and 10 Blue Jays from the 15-yard line. 8:05 on the game clock. Might get a heavy dose of 2-7 here. Let's see if Summerlin gets a carry.
That's what I'm thinking here. I think they're going to give him the ball here on first down.
Waiting on the snap. There it is. It is Summerlin. He gets a block and he
Off
springs
tackle.
forward. And a good tackle there, but not before he picked up 5 yards.
Yep. Number 15, Peyton Villion on the stop there. Managed to stop that from getting worse. 5-yard gain.
Second and 5. Try to draw them off sides. Good discipline there from the Trojans.
Wouldn't be surprised if they give number 27 the ball again here. Got a good run on that last play.
And West trying to get a signal from the sideline. Shifts Summerlin over to his right. Here we go, 2nd and 5, waiting on the snap. There it is. Kane West, quarterback power. Downhill, picks up a first down, or depends on the spot.
I think he's short. Trying to see exactly where they're going to mark it. There is a penalty, though. There's a penalty on the near side at the 11-yard line.
So the penalty flag is on the field, so the chains will not move at this time. We'll see what the call is.
It definitely looked like he had enough for the first down, but I couldn't see exactly.
It's going to be a legal formation.
There you go.
Could be a false start on there.
He looks like he had a first down for sure, but with the wall of bodies, I couldn't see exactly where he would have been down at. But
so we'll back the Blue Jays up here, and they will repeat the down. 2nd and 10, back at the 15-yard line.
Yep, that one hurts too, especially if this is going to be 4-down territory. So, but St. Ed's has been able to show that they're able to move the ball. So we'll see if they'll be able to do so in these next 2 or 3 plays.
Moran's down here in the slot. Here comes the motion. Fakes the handoff, and Kane West goes from a minimum gain there. And here we go, big 3rd down looms.
Yes, number 18, Abram Manuel there on the stop.
He was one of our impact players there in pregame.
He absolutely was, and they need to he needs to find a way to get his hat to the ball a little bit more, especially on defense, because with how St. Ed's has been moving the ball, needs Sacred
This
Heart's
is a
defense to step up
long
here.
drive. Our key to victory before the game was Sacred Heart had to win the time of possession. Right now, Blue Jays eating that clock here in the first quarter.
Yes, they are. We're almost halfway through the first quarter, and they've had
West
it for about 5
looks, got a
minutes.
clean pocket, got a man wide open.
Wide open,
And guess
touchdown.
who it is? Number 7, Blake Moran.
Impact player makes impact plays, and St. Edmunds gets on the board first.
And St. Ed's is on the board first, march right down the field, touchdown Blue Jays.
It looked like he was unaccounted for because nobody was covering him. Nobody was close to him.
We're gonna check the replay upstairs, see if it was a busted coverage.
I think it was, just on first observation.
And they will go for 2 here, right, Enoch?
It's looking like they will. I expect quarterback power here,
Follow behind you, big
and that's what he's
offensive
doing.
line, and he will
gets
walk
it,
into
too.
the end zone.
And he gets it as well.
And Kane West makes this an 8-point game, flexes on him in the end zone. And the Blue Jays comes in red hot with a 6-0 record, and they make an early statement on this drive.
Yes.
And what a drive it was. 6:20 to play here from Blue Jay Field. St. Ed's 8, Sacred Heart 0. You're watching Friday Night Football live on Under the Lights. Back to action we go. And the safety had his eyes looking in the backfield, just looked at the replay upstairs. And Blake Moran ran right where he left from.
Yep. Busted coverage, you called it. Seemed like he was unaccounted for, and he was.
And we just changed the color on the scoreboard. Let us know if you can see better for Sacred Heart now. #21, Laney Reed. Tees it up. Another sky kick, taking it in around the 32-yard line. Trying to reverse Fields. Makes the guy miss, but here comes the next pursuit.
Yeah, he lost
and
a couple
a lot of blue jerseys around the football there.
Yeah, lost a couple of yards on that one. He looked like he returned at about the 28. Was trying to go east and west to see if there was going to be a hole on the near side of the field, but that Blue Jay coverage team did a really good job.
And here comes the first train of the night. They told us expect at least 3 or 4 every game.
There's number 1 right there.
So 1st and 10, Trojans need to go respond here. Let them know that you're here to play.
Need a big answer here from the Trojans. They find themselves down early. They have to find a way to move that ball down the field.
Holden, you got scores that you can give us at the end of the first quarter?
Blue to play dead. I think it's going to be false start here.
False start is the call. Going to back up the Trojans 5-yard. Not how you wanted to start this drive.
No, not at all.
So back them up 5, back to the 22-yard line.
Have to go to the drawing board here.
You go to the 12th man there, and the train passes through. You can't hear anything in the building.
Oh, yeah. Said that there's going to be about 3 or 4. Very interesting. I also liked when they did the national anthem and they had the crop duster flying over.
Yes, I wish I'd have known it was coming. I'd have got it on camera. And number 2, dangerous throw there.
Looked like it hit a receiver's hands.
And Sacred Heart getting out of their comfort zone. You expected them to run the ball 30 to 40 times tonight, and a lot of passes here the first 2 drives. Unexpected.
Yes, very unexpected. With Sacred Heart's size on the offensive line, you would figure that they might have a little bit of an advantage, or at least try to show that they would have an advantage.
Are they trying to get some guys out the box here with some early throws?
That's another valid point. Get them out of the box, have them covering back. That way, whenever you start running.
2nd and 15, back at the 22-yard line. 6:10 to play, 8-0 your score. 23 will go out to, and
like
we got whistles.
Penalty.
So they get Hebert out the box there because he's getting a lot of eyes on him, a lot of attentions, and it was coming back with the quarterback run there. But
Yeah.
before then, another penalty flag.
Another false start. Sacred Heart has to find a way to calm their nerves down and focus on running their plays, because these false starts is really, really hurting their chances to move the ball down the field here. Because now in a 2nd and 20 situation, you almost certainly have to pass.
And you do not want to give it right back to St. Ed's the way they marched right down the field.
You do not. St. Ed's was able to find their way and chew up a good bit of the clock here in the first quarter. Sacred Heart hasn't had a lot of time of possession or a lot of success moving the ball. They have to figure it out on this drive, and they have to figure it out on the set of downs, especially with 2 false start penalties.
And now the referees will come together, have a discussion.
I'm not sure what the discussion is about. It seemed like a relatively routine false start, unless they are trying to figure something else out. Okay.
After the long discussion, let's see if they respot the ball here, and they will.
They will. So they're taking the false start away. I wonder if it was because of the motion or something like that. I'm not sure.
Inverted whistle, maybe?
That could also be possible, but he did throw his flag down, so maybe he thought he saw something that he didn't. So it'll be back to 2nd and 15. He's got 2 running
Second down and 15. 11. Will motion out.
There's number 23.
And 23. And they're all over it.
Big
Jude
number.
Airbear runs right into the teeth of the defensive front end.
Yep,
Might be why you're trying to get some guys out the box with the pass.
It seems like it because big number 56, Hayden Lesage, was able to grab a hold of him as he was trying to circle his way out of the tackle box. And when that big boy gets his hands on you, you're not really going forward very much. So,
got to think Jude Airbear is going to have to get it done on the outside this evening.
yes, he will have to because it looks like that they're covering the inside run very, very well. Play action.
Two will motion out under all kind of pressure. Going to be brought down and sacked.
Number 9.
And it's going all St. Ed's way here early.
Yep. Number 9, Marcus Gradney there on the sack. Impact player making impact plays. There's another one by another one of your impact players. That's a 4th down and very long for Sacred Heart. You're assuming that they're just going to punt.
Dubois back to receive with a game.
Not a great punt there. We'll see if it takes a Sacred Heart bounce. It doesn't.
Well set up. Blue Jays, great field position. Up by 8, 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line.
Yep. They were able to march the ball down the field on the last drive. If they're going to do so again, they probably won't take too much time off of the clock as it is only 4:35 left in the first. That's St. Ed's takes the field. You're going to see the formation looks like. Looks like they're going to run 4 wide.
Here we go.
Number 27 in the backfield.
1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Gradney goes in motion. He gets the carry here. And don't let him get a full head of steam and a shoestring tackle there because he was looking to lower
His
shoulders.
Yes. Made the sack on that crucial 3rd down. Now he gets a good run on 1st down on offense.
And he
So
picked up 7. And it will be 2nd and 3.
I expect another run here from St. Ed's. They've been able to prove that they've been able to run the ball. And I expect more of it.
2nd and 3. West waits on the snap.
Oh, pass play.
Looks, fires it out to Moran.
Green.
And Moran, catch after run. Gonna be close, and it looks like he does have enough for another Blue Jay 1st down.
Yes, he does. Number 50 on the stop for Sacred Heart. That would be Alex Petrie. I think it's going to be, they're going to mark him down, I think at the 13 or, 12-yard line. So, another 1st and 10.
First and 10, Blue Jays up by 8. They're on the move. 3:40 to play, 1st quarter. Summerlin waits in the backfield with for West, and Summerlin will get the carry, trying to get it outside. Can he get a block? He cuts it back inside, but a great tackle there
Yes, it was.
by number 4,
Yes, it was. But
Jed LaFleur.
looks like he got about a 3-yard gain there. Not a bad play.
They're throwing a lot at the Trojans defense here. They're keeping them guessing.
Yep, keeping them guessing and keeping them overwhelmed as well. St. Ed's offense looks very comfortable right now.
When you talk about comfortable, you had a senior quarterback that's played a lot of downs here for the Blue Jays, and before he can get that snap off, timeout Sacred Heart. We'll take a timeout with them, ladies and gentlemen. 2:47 to play. First quarter, 8-0 your score. We'll cue in one of our sponsors at this time. The Crawfish House and Grill, the finest Cajun restaurant in Opelousas, Louisiana, located at 1214 South Union Street. They're open for lunch Sunday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and also serving dinner Tuesday through Saturday, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. So if you're in town for lunch or dinner, pass by for some great Cajun seafood. They are also now serving cold draft beer. So make reservations or take it to go. They're also offering catering. Give them a call at 337-948-0049 or give them an email at crawfishhouseandgrill@yahoo.com. Back from the timeout. Trojans, 2 timeouts remaining. St. Ed's threatening, already up by 8.
Let's see what adjustments Sacred Heart's defense does here. They need to find a way to break through that offensive line and get a negative play here.
Summerlin going to try to stretch things outside. Breaks the first tackle. Summerlin lowers his hat and pushed out of bounds. And they got 3 white jerseys on the ground, and 27 still stands tall.
They had a chance to stop him behind the line of scrimmage, but put his shoulder down. Defender goes onto the ground and keeps his legs moving. And now it's a very manageable 3rd down here. I think it's going to be 3rd and 2 from the 4-yard line here.
3rd and 2. Expect 15 to call his own number here. He will. And he dives forward about a yard short of the end zone. And they will have the first down. Chains will drop, 1st and goal from the 1. You go right back to the same play call. That's why they're not huddling. They already know what's going to happen here. 15 is fixing to get the ball again.
100%
but can you stop it? And there's a snap. You got it. It's a live ball.
He wasn't expecting the snap.
And it's still a live ball. You got to go down and get it right there. Blue Jays are lucky they did not turn the football over right there.
Yeah. It looked like the ball was not snapped on the right count. And, wow, that could have been disastrous. But, honestly, it's still a good play for Sacred Heart. Backs them up quite a bit. Hopefully with that, maybe it gives Sacred Heart's defense a little bit more confidence to get a stop here on 2nd and goal.
Second down and goal from the 9-yard line. West goes empty, but here comes 11. Fakes the handoff, following behind his offensive line, and Trojans do a good job that time of bringing them down.
That's a good stop. Looked like it was about a 2-yard gain.
And how big is this 3rd down after it was 1st and goal from the 1?
Yes, it looks like Colton LaFleur led the charge on the stop there for the Trojans. 2-yard gain. It's a good play for that defense. Makes it 3rd and goal from about the 7.
3rd and goal from the 7. Remember, Moran earlier on the little drag route across the field just went right behind the safeties. Let's see if that's the play call here on 3rd and goal from the 7. Instead, Moran will go in motion. Fakes it out, throws one to the end zone. Gradney one-handed. They said he did not get a foot in bounds. Oh, what a catch. But could not bring a foot in bounds, and he high-pointed that football.
He did. It looked close. It looked really close. I thought he had a foot in. Maybe with the instant replay we can see, but it's at the back of the end zone.
It's bang, bang on replay.
Yeah, it is. I like the play call a lot, too. He had him open.
I'm going to let y'all see it after this is over, but 4th and goal, offense stays on the field.
As you expect.
And we got whistles. Timeout, Blue Jays. We'll take a timeout with them. 4th and goal from the 7 when we come back. 45 seconds to play. Cue in another sponsor at this time. Bork's Supermarket and Specialty Meats has been a Cajun tradition for over 70 years. Hot boudin, hot cracklings, plate lunches, and home of the original jalapeno sausage cheese bread. 2 locations at 581 Saison Avenue in Port Barre, Louisiana. Or try the Lafayette location at 3211 Johnson Street. They offer catering for wedding receptions, banquet parties, and company functions. The best Sunday barbecue around. They open 7 days a week in Port Barre, Tuesday through Sunday in Lafayette, Louisiana. Back from the timeout, Blue Jays 2 remaining, Trojans 2 remaining, and a big moment in this game early because momentum, if it goes the Blue Jays' way, this one could get out of hand early, but if the Trojans get a big stop right here, a lot of momentum shifts back to their sideline.
Yeah, if you're the Sacred Heart defense here, you have to stick to your assignments and get 11 hats to the ball.
Here we go, 4th and goal from the 7, and Moran is on an island down here at the bottom of your screen.
Keep an eye out on him.
No one is out wide to the right. Let's see the call here. There's the snap, fakes the handoff, looks, fires to Moran, and he's in. Touchdown! That's a bad man. His name around these parts.
That's another touchdown.
It's Blake Moran.
That's the second touchdown catch of the game.
And Blake Moran, that was a timing route there. Did not come off the line. And he waited. And then the slant just opened up and he did the rest.
Yes. Had a little bit too much time in the pocket if you were Sacred Heart's defense there.
2-point conversion coming here.
Get the ball to him and cross the plane.
And they're going to run the same two-point play call. And we'll probably see it the rest of the night if they score. And West scores. And your new score from Blue Jay Stadium, ladies and gentlemen, with 37 seconds to play. St. Ed 16, Sacred Heart 0. How big is this next drive for the Trojans?
Trojans have to find a way to move that ball down the field. It seems like they've been going in reverse these first 2 drives. And I'm not sure exactly how you're going to be able to pierce through that Blue Jay defense, but you have to figure it out here. You're already down by 2 possessions, and it's not even the end of the first quarter yet. Have to find a way to get the ball into your playmakers' hands and have them make big plays. Whether it's by the run or the pass, you have to figure something out if you're the Trojans.
Give you some scores updates from the end of the first quarter. As soon as this first quarter ends, we'll give you some score updates. And there's the kick, short kick taken in. Blue Jays have a shot to get this football, and it trickles out of bounds, but a great opportunity there and a pretty looking kick.
That was a good kick. The penalty comes out. I'm assuming that's because the ball went out of bounds. Now,
correct.
Because it's around, so they're going to mark it at the spot of the foul because it was past the 35-yard line, if I'm not mistaken? Or how does that work?
We'll see where they spot this football, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, because it looks like it went out at about the 37 or 38-yard line of Sacred Hearts.
So kick out of bounds is the call here. No one touched it, but they had a shot to recover it.
They did. It was close.
And it's going to mark off after the penalty.
So they're going to mark it off at the 42. So they moved it up 5 yards from where the ball went out.
Got some surprising scores to talk about at the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen.
Peeked at a couple of them. Very surprised indeed.
You got to get the ball to Jude Hebert, and you have to just feed him the rest of the way.
I agree. Whether it's the run or whether it's the pass, it doesn't matter. Get the ball in Jude Hebert's hands, and good things should happen.
But you got to go outside with him.
Yeah, it seems like the inside run.
And before
really
we get there, Trojans are going to take a timeout, so we'll take another timeout with them. 34 seconds to play. First quarter, 16-0 your score. We'll head to one of our sponsors at this time.
Go to Whips.
UTL Player of the Game sponsor, Whips Prints, Custom Apparel, and Substrate Designs. Owner, Kenneth Whip Beverly is located in Crowley, Louisiana with all your heat transfer and sublimation shirt design needs. You can follow him on Facebook or Instagram. Give him a call today at 337-581-6631. Tell Whip Under the Lights sent you on by. So one timeout remaining for the Trojans. Surprised to see them burning a timeout in the open of a drive right there, Enoch.
They must not have liked what they seen from the defense there and didn't feel like they had the right audible either.
Or the right personnel on the field.
Yep, also a real possibility.
So 1st and 10 after the timeout. Ball lies at the 42-yard line. Calling this a must-answer drive because St. Ed's offense looks really, really good this evening. And how many times will you stop them?
Exactly. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Defense will have to make adjustments, but offense has to find a way to get some points here on this drive to stay in this game. Don't want this game to get out of hand.
Fusilier waits on the snap, and
Pop pass.
a lot of eyes were on 23, but better defensive play there from the Blue Jays.
Number 56, Hayden Lesage with another big play behind the line of scrimmage there, Jordy.
They try to surprise him there, give the ball to Sully Manuel.
I like the play call, I really do.
Yeah, you get the defense running one way, and you come back and run it the other way, but defensive line read it from the get-go. And now they've lost 3 yards, 2nd and 13, and that will probably get us to the end of the first quarter.
Looks like it will.
So 12 minutes have come and gone here from Blue Jay Field. It's all St. Ed's at this time. 16-0. St. Ed's has the lead. They're playing inspired football right now. Stick with us, folks. A lot of great football remains here. Let's go with some scores from around the state at this time. Get your wiles ready.
All right.
Westminster 7, Port-Barry 6. Second quarter.
Close game.
Grand Lake 7, Basile 6.
Okay.
Hamilton Christian 14, Elton 8, Ascension Episcopal 21, Vermilion Catholic 14.
Ooh, okay.
Kaplan leads Southern Lab 8-0. What else we got? Maryville leads Oberlin 6-0.
Figured that game was going to be close.
Quincy leads Jonesboro Hodge 21-8. Covington Christian leads Hanson Memorial 14-6. Vinton leads Pickering 14-0.
Okay.
Calvary Baptist leads Union Parish 7-0. Lake Arthur leads Richwood. Correction, tie ball game. Lake Arthur Richwood 8-8. Oak Grove Mangum tied at 12.
Oof.
Mansfield leads Rose Pine 14-0. Lafayette Renaissance leads Welsh 20-15. Get your big wow ready. Notre Dame leads LCA 21-0.
Wow.
Kinder leads Oakdale 14-0. Edna Carr Jesuit tied at 7. Ville Platte leads Mamu 8-6. Laurelville leads Houma Christian 15-0. More scores after this play. First play of the second quarter, and it's 2nd and long. And he's going to try to get outside. And a good catch there. Yes, he did. And a great job there. Good hands from number 6, Jax Fontenot. Just what Sacred Heart needed. They needed some kind of momentum, something positive to happen.
You're absolutely right about that. I almost thought with the way the ball was thrown and then the catch, I almost thought he was going to drop it at first just by the body language.
Well, it was great coverage. It was great coverage.
It was absolutely great coverage. But he was able to keep control of the ball and ripped off about a 23-yard gain on that play.
More scores for you. Sterlington leads North Webster 14-0. Bell Chase leads Patterson 14-0. ERAF leads Berwick 15-0.
Okay.
More scores after this play. 2 drops back to pass, under pressure, fires a pass, got a man wide open, and it's number 5, Seth Guillory. And he has enough for a Sacred Heart Trojan, first down.
Got exactly.
First good drive of the night. Can they cash in? That's going to be the $1 million question. And
I like the adjustments they've made so far. Letting number 2 roll out.
it was a penalty flag on the play, roughing the passer.
That's going to give them some extra yards.
It's going to give them some extra yards, and this is going to set up the Trojans great field position. So a costly penalty there.
Yeah. It was a first down play. It was exactly 10 yards, but then you add 15 to it, and Sacred Heart's in the red zone now.
More scores coming at you. Franklinton leads Abbeville 15-6. Oh, Bulldogs are rolling right now over South Beauregard 28-0 in the first quarter.
Wow. Looks like Zeno's getting the rock a lot, and if be my first guess.
First and 10 inside the red zone. Trojans first good drive tonight. Got to find a way to get in the end zone.
15 yards to pay dirt. Let's
Here comes the motion. Hands it off to Abear, and he cuts it back inside. And he picks up 7 there. Keep feeding 23.
Yep. Got about half of the yards that they need for pay dirt. That's a very good play on first down.
E.D. White leads at Lutcher 7-0. Franklin Parish leads Peabody 26-0. West Washita leads Tioga 14-0. Eunice leads LaGrange 6-0. Shaw leads Walker 14-7. Iowa leads Washington Marion 12-6. 2nd and 3. Fusilier goes empty.
Expect another rollout.
He will drop back to pass, fires a pass, and he had a man open. And in and out of his intended receivers, but the pass was behind his targeted receiver there.
Yeah, it wasn't in the ideal spot, but
he's going to want that one back.
Absolutely.
More scores coming at you.
Touch it, you catch it. So I was coach.
Leesville leads DeRitter 21-7. I'm sure the record's broke by now.
I would imagine.
So we're going to send our early congratulations to Xavier Ford.
Congratulations on breaking that school record, man. Hold your head up high.
What else we got? Holy Cross leads Warren Easton 3-0. St. Paul's leads Ponchatoula 7-0. Chalmette leads North Shore 7-0. Denham Springs leads Dutchtown 6-0. Wow. 3rd down and 3. Quarterback draw the whole way. Breaks off a tackle. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown Trojans. What an answer. And they needed it.
That they did. Quarterback calls his own number. Bulldozes his way into the end zone for an 8-yard touchdown run.
Number 2, Ellis Fusilier caps off an impressive drive, and we got us a ball game, Enoch.
Yes, we do. Sacred Heart desperately needed to answer on this drive, and they did, emphatically. Let's see if they can make it a one-possession game with this 2-point conversion.
Kicker runs on the field late.
Oh, so they are going to kick it.
Number 29, William Chapman, on to do the kicking duties. Quarterback will hold. Snap, hold, kick is up, and good. 10:21 to play here. Second quarter, new score from Blue Jay Stadium. St. Ed 16, Sacred Heart 7. Stick with us, folks. You're watching Friday Night Football live on Under the Lights. More scores coming at you. Neville, Ruston tied at 7. Catholic of Baton Rouge leads Central of Baton Rouge 14-7. Washita Parish leads West Monroe 13-8. San Juan leads East Ascension 14-0. Southside leads Sulphur 14-0. Benton leads Evangel 19-6.
Oh, wow.
Alexandria rolling on Pineville 34-7. Acadiana leads Lafayette 20-0.
Looking like another case of Rams roll.
Brother Morton leads John Curtis 7-0. Jesuit Edna Carr tied at 7. Sam Houston leads Karen Crow 10-8. Fountain Blue leads Salmon 12-7. Captain Shreve leads Destrehan 13-12. Correction, 14-13.
Oh, Oh.
And Sacred Heart might have recovered
Got it.
the onside kick, and they got it. And what a momentum switch here. That one was recovered by number 1, Aaron Cormier. And don't look now, Enoch. They're showing a lot of heart on that other sideline.
Yes, they are. They're looking to single-handedly take the momentum away from St. Ed's, and with a big onside kick return, as the Evangel coverage player was not able to fully.
The Blue Jays.
The Blue Jays. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of. That's my bad. I'm getting mixed up a little bit from scores and stuff like that.
Westminster 14, Port Barry 6. Logansport 35, Lakeview 0, Grand Lake 14, Basile 6, Riverside 7, West St. John 0, Kaplan 16, Southern Lab 0. Called it on Wednesday night.
Yep.
Physical Ball Club,
Yep.
1st and 10. And they may take a shot here. Instead, they dump it off to Abear in the flats. And look at the rally to the football.
Led by number 24.
24-32 there on the stop.
Owen Carton, JP Frugier. Yeah. The good thing about Sacred Heart in that play is that they only lost 1 yard, especially with a big momentum changer with that onside kick recovery that they got from St. Ed's.
And if you're Sacred Heart, there's no way you can not come up with points after the big onside kick. That would be a gut punch. But if you're the Blue Jays, you pin your ears and you come and try to force a punt on this drive, get the momentum right back to your sideline.
Absolutely, Jordy.
Inside handoff, and that is going nowhere. Tough sledding in the trenches tonight. Blue Jays front 7. Playing some ball.
Looks like number 32, JP Frugier, and big number 56, Hayden Lesage there on the stop behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, go ahead. Third down and 12. 16-7 your score, 8:48 to play. Second quarter. Trips left, 1 receiver right, low snap. 2 taking a shot to number 5. And the pass falls incomplete. There on the coverage, number 23, Cole Trahan. And it's 4th down and not what you wanted after the onside kick, a 3 and out. You got to send the punting unit out.
Yep, you called it. It was a gut punch not being able to convert that. Ball was overthrown. And I was expecting kind of a rollout pass as
get them moving.
Get them moving, because that's where they got their first 2 big gains on the last drive, was quarterback rolling out, buying himself some time, and delivering a good ball.
Wyatt Dubois back deep for the return here. Gets the punt away, left-footed kicker angles it towards the sideline. And it will die down around the 23-yard line, where the Blue Jays will come back on the field. Up 16-7, 8:28 to play. Here comes that Blue Jay offense.
Got a big stop on defense there for the Blue Jays. And right here, you're looking to march the ball down the field again, get another score. If you get that in the 2-point conversion, you're going to make it a 17-point game. You're going to make it a 3-possession
And the Blue Jays
game.
Also will get the ball to start the second half.
Yep.
Kane West has not taken a shot downfield yet tonight, but Enoch, it's coming.
It's coming soon.
And it might have come right now. Boy, look at this. And what a beauty of a throw to number 11, Seth Oquan. But you can't throw it any better if you're Kane West.
No, you can't. Hit him in stride. Had a good couple of steps ahead of the defender. Big time gain there.
Went with the double move there and a dime down the sideline.
An absolute dime. Beautiful ball thrown and an even better catch.
Chains move, 1st and 10. Blue Jays on the move. There's a snap. Summerlin gets the football, and he's running right into the mixture. And what you see on both sides of the football right now Sacred Heart's not getting that push from their offensive line, but St. Ed's, they're creating some pass.
Absolutely. St. Ed's has really set the tone with their offensive line. And they're doing it against a Sacred Heart defensive line that looks a little bit bigger, at least from my vantage point, than they are. But size doesn't always necessarily matter. It's usually lowest man wins when you're in the trenches.
West looks, fires, got a man wide open, and it is Blake Moran, and he might have got a yard there.
Yep. Number 1 on the stop for Sacred Heart, Aaron Cormier, was among the Trojans that made the stop, and he had a clean pocket in that play too. West had all day to throw if he wanted to.
Yeah, very impressed with this offensive line. Pass block and running the football here. They've really set the tone of how this game is going to be played.
Yes, almost every game from high school to college to pros won in the trenches, and they're doing a good job there.
And here comes Kane West, downhill runner. Lowers his hat, falls forward, but not before he picks up another Blue Jay first down.
Yep, good push right there again from the offensive line. West read where the hole was perfectly and powered his way through. Good first down there for the Blue Jays.
6:55 to play here, second quarter. Blue Jays trying to extend their lead. So far, 2 for 2 on drives, trying to go 3 for 3 here early.
Yes, sir. See if they do it.
West will fire, pass over the middle. Pass is complete to number 7, Blake Moran.
Whoa.
Spins off a tackle. And his catch after run, about as physical as they get.
Yes. How many touchdowns is that for number 7?
Number 3 on the night, just like number 3, 3 for 3 on drives.
Yes.
For this offense.
You feed it to number 7, he will find his way into the end zone.
And a great slant, even better throw, but the catch out the run, that was all Blake Moran after the catch.
That was a beauty. I believe that was, what, a 21-yard catch and run for a touchdown?
We'll check that out as soon as this two-point conversion is over, and they go right back to the same two-point conversion play. And Kane West absolutely just ran over the fender, and that's a grown man running the football.
Oh, yeah. Not afraid to put his shoulder down in the quarterback position. Mentioned it before, mention it again. It's always a positive sight to see.
And with an offense that has broken records through the first 6 weeks, they're doing it again here early. New score from Blue Jay Field. 6:29 to play. St. Ed's 24, Sacred Heart 7. We'll go right back to it. You got an answer.
Oh, yeah.
You have to answer or this game will get out of hands, and it will get out of hands quick.
Yep. If you're Sacred Heart, you have to turn this into a track meet at this point.
New score update from Westminster. Westminster 14, Port-Barry 12.
Close game. Very close game.
Iowa is rolling right now, 26-6. And you wanted to know how many yards that was?
Yes, sir.
I like to hear that. I made him come up here.
Looks like it was 19.
Yeah, looked like a 19-yarder.
Thank you, Jordy.
21, Lenny Reed booms this one away. And Five just let it roll there. Not a smart play there from the Trojans. He thought it was going to hit out of bounds, and now it backs them way back into their own territory.
Yeah, ball's live on kickoff returns. Don't assume that it's gonna roll out of bounds. You have to get to the ball and mitigate that damage, especially if it rolls backwards. So
6:27 to play. We called the last one a must-answer drive. We're right back into where we was about 10 minutes ago. It's another must-answer drive.
oh yeah, like I said, Sacred Heart is gonna have to turn this into a track meet and hopefully find a defensive stop somewhere as well. So for number 7 for St. Ed's, Mr. Blake Moran, he has touchdown catches of 15 yards, 7 yards, and 19 yards so far in this first half.
Heck of a first half from the super senior.
Oh, yeah. And he's going to be looking to add on to it for the next drive.
2 slings it out, and 5, the one that just let the ball, well, he thought it was going out of bounds. He comes back and makes it up for the next play and gets some of that yardage back.
Yep.
Seth Guillory.
Good way to redeem yourself there. Good little play there on first down.
And a good job from the good job from the veteran quarterback, the junior, going fine 5 on the next play.
Mm-hmm.
Let him know we got you back, young man.
Oh, yeah, we trust you, kid.
And a late penalty flag will march this one off. I think that was a personal foul that we missed.
I think it was. It's against the Blue Jays. I'm not exactly sure what it was, but that hurts if you are the Blue Jays. You're dialed in on offense. You're scoring at will almost, but you always want your defense to play just as well, too, and giving up penalties like that.
Yeah, they've had some big-time penalties on defense so far. Have to clean it up on that side of the ball.
That's at least their second big one, because you had the roughing the passer earlier, and now you have a personal foul. So you have to keep your emotions in check, especially when you have the lead.
1st and 10 after the big penalty. Here comes Abear in motion. And he's going to run a little stop route here. And 2, throws one downfield and overshoots his intended receiver close to the line of scrimmage there. He almost passed it before he threw it.
I was keeping an eye on that. I almost thought for a second that he would have, but let the ball off at the right time. As for that ball, he had, if he'd have taken a little bit off of it, would have had number 3 in stride.
2nd down and 10. Thought he should just take off and run there. He had a lot of green grass in front of him.
He did. He did. But I understand him going for the deep ball, too. He figured that it was there. And
you take what the defense gives you sometimes.
So, yeah, it's a very good argument.
2nd and 10, 35-yard line, 6:09 to play, 24-7 your score.
This could have been a desperation play, though, to be fair.
Fusilier waits on a snap. Looks, fires over the middle, looking for number 5, and he drops the pass, hit him in the hands. You got to come down with that one, Seth Guillory was the intended receiver.
Yeah, he wants that one back, man. Had him in stride, had a chance to get some yards after catch there. And
might be Fusilier's best throw of the night, too.
It's right up there. If it's not his best throw of the night, it has to be a shoo-in for 2nd place. Had him perfectly in stride, but you got to find a way to hang on.
You're going to have to go right back to that one a little later in this game.
Oh, yeah, circle that play. If it's there, circle it.
6:01, halfway point here in the 2nd quarter, 3rd and 10.
I would expect another pass here. Maybe use that rollout play that they used earlier late in the 1st quarter.
There's a snap, low snap. 2 looks, going to take a shot downfield and threw it out of bounds. Did not give his receiver a shot that time. Not in favor of the play call.
No. The quarterback's shown that he has a heck of an arm, but has to put a little bit more touch onto it to where if it's a deep pass or even an intermediate throw, his receivers can
right now, offense is staying on the field. Is there a penalty flag we don't see?
I don't see one right now, but
yes, over there at the 40-yard line.
Okay. I wonder if they're gonna.
So this may be PI or a holding call.
Very real possibility. There was some contact between between receiver and defender.
Pass interference is the call, but it's against the offense.
Oh, wow.
Penalty will be declined, and now you send the punting unit out.
Yep, 4th down. 4th and 10. You don't want to be
in that situation there, you're trying to create some separation. And the referee saw it through the flag, and Blue Jays will have to send the punting unit out. 4th and 10, 5:54 to play, 24-7 your score. And a red-hot Blue Jays offense fixing to get the ball back.
Yep. Looks like number 8, Sully Manuel, is in the backfield.
And a high snap, trying to fake it here. Instead,
he got it
line
away.
Drive kick. Somehow he got that one away. And got a guy coming and picking that football up. It's number 22, and he's got a alley, and he's finally taken down. But heads-up play there from Wyatt Dubois, the junior.
He slipped 2 or 3 tackles on that play.
Sets up his offense, great field position, and that's a dangerous spot right there to go pick up that football, but he got a lot of confidence in himself, and he went do it.
Yep, great play. And hats off to number 3 to Sacred Heart, Zach Fontenot, for getting the stop. If he didn't there, that might have been 6. And it took and for Sacred Heart, that was a really good punt. It was their best punt of the night. Had a good roll and everything.
Holden, you taking a shot here? Holden says yes. Let's see if that's what the call is here. You can go for the early knockout punch here if
You
you go with a big-time throw.
You very much can here. Let's see what they do.
Gradney goes in motion. Instead, he's going to be brought down and sacked by number 35. First time they get home this evening.
Wyatt Perry. Wyatt Perry was there on the sack.
And that's about what the defense is looking for right there. If they're going to give him, if he's going to extend the play, those DNs got to get home.
Yep, that was the biggest play of the night for Sacred Heart's defense so far. Wyatt Perry gets the big sack, makes it about 2nd and 15.
There's the snap. Summerlin can get the football, and he likes getting to the outside. He's running that stretch to the outside, and he's not getting touched in at least 9-10 yards down the field.
No, has a lot of speed to crack it to the outside, and the Trojan defense is having trouble covering sideline to sideline, especially on that play. Makes it a first down whenever you had a big stop on defense. So just the play before with that sack.
First and 10, chains move. West will go empty.
I think they're at the 32-yard line.
Ball lies at the 32-yard line. And he will roll out to his right. Might tuck it in run now.
And
Cuts it back inside and takes a big lick from it, but picks up 5 yards.
Number 11, Ashton Duas on the stop there for Sacred Heart. Looks like he got a gain of about 7 on that play. Or gain of, well, let's see where they're marking it. Gain of about, okay, they're giving him a 5-yard gain. Okay, 26-yard line.
With 3:55 to play here, second quarter. A lot of moving bodies here, trying to get the strength to one side.
Trying to get the formation right.
2nd and 5. Summerlin trying to bounce it outside again. And had a shot for an open field tackle, spins off a tackle, penalty flag flies. And Summerlin knocked out of bounds around the 4-yard line, but we're gonna have to check this penalty flag. This one may be coming back.
I think it is. I think they're gonna have a holding call on the outside. That was a very good run too. Able to get sideline, able to get to the sideline there and turn on the jets. Very, very good run. Probably gonna get wiped out here.
Sacred Heart got to start setting the edge because Mr. Summerlin is eating them alive.
You're either going to have to start setting the edge or you're going to have to keep one person in the flats on both
Holding
ends.
is the call against the Blue Jays. So going to back him up here.
Wipes out a very good run.
Wipes off a big run.
Yeah.
We'll give you scores from around the state coming up at halftime.
Since it was a good bit down the field, they've only lost about 2 or 3 yards in penalty right there.
Yeah, spot foul.
Spot foul, so.
We'll talk about our sponsors at halftime, give our thoughts, and probably get some halftime entertainment in there.
Empty backfield here. Or no,
Correction.
he has correction. He has
Summerlin in the backfield.
I see him now.
15 looks, taking a shot to Moran. Can he make it 4 for 4? And good coverage that time.
That was number 19, William Jordan. Almost had a chance to pick that one off.
That one was slightly underthrown.
Yep, slightly underthrown, and it was underthrown in a bad spot too. The receiver almost had to play DB right there just to try to get his hand around there to where Jordan couldn't intercept it. Heads up play,
Second
though, by
down
the
and
receiver.
7 for the Blue Jays. Instead, holding is the call. Going to back him up 5 yards. So
10.
if he'd have came down with it right there, touchdown would have been wiped off the board.
Would have been. It was actually 10 yards. They backed him up even further. Another offensive holding call.
Second down and long after the big penalty.
If I'm St. Ed's, I would actually probably run the ball in this situation here. You had a dangerous throw on that last play, and they've had a lot of success, especially running to the outside. I say go for it again. I say run the ball again. Try to get some of this penalty yardage back.
Instead, they will throw the football here. And he's going to throw this one out of bounds and didn't want to take a sack there, so chunked it 3 rows deep into the bleachers.
Yep, that defensive line got some good pressure there too. They were able to break through the offensive line and get into the quarterback's face and force that throw away.
3rd down and long, and right now if you're Sacred Heart here, you want them to catch it in front of you, rally to the football, no one gets behind you.
Yep, keep everybody in front and be mindful of the sticks as well.
If I'm the Trojans, I'm finding out where number 7 is.
Yep, and it looks like he's going to be...
Him and Gradney side by side.
Yep, and then you're going to have number 11 on the outside, on your near side.
West drops back to pass, looks, taking a shot to number 11. Caught!
He got it.
Caught! Touchdown, Blue Jays!
Wow.
Number 11, Seth O'Quinn, wants him a little taste of the action. His first of the night.
Yes, sir. And that was a 38-yard touchdown pass.
And Enoch,
Yes, sir.
beauty of a throw
Oh, yeah.
from Kane West.
That's what Brandon Perna would call an FDR, just another word for dime.
And here comes that 2-point conversion. Quarterback power right?
Oh, I would assume so.
Shaver checking things on the side here, and Blue Jays will be penalized from a false start.
Might have to change the play here, or they could still run quarterback power.
It's all Blue Jays here tonight. You come in 6-0. Not many people respecting you around the state because of the schedule. And they come in here to make a statement here.
Yep. Big time rivalry game against a good Sacred Heart team. Yeah, it would open up some eyes, especially in that Division IV select bracket as we move on later into the year, getting closer to playoff time.
2-point conversion try here, and they're going to run the jump pass. And he underthrew that one, and it will be no good.
It looks like number 4 caught that one for Sacred Heart. That would be Jed LaFleur getting the quote-unquote interception on the conversion.
And remember, all plays are blown dead. So if he were to try to return that one, referees would have blew it dead.
Yep.
So your new score from Blue Jay Field, ladies and gentlemen, with 3:05 to play. Blue Jays rolling 30-7. You're watching Friday Night Football live on Under the Lights. See if the Trojans can go get some points here before half.
They would need to, and that 2-point stop there still keeps this a 3-score game instead of moving it up to a 4-score game. So Sacred Heart, hopefully they would be able to get a score here, come into halftime, make it a 2-possession game, and then have to find a way to stop St. Ed's to start the second half. You might have something working if you're the Trojans. So have 3:05, but Sacred Heart only has 1 timeout left, so they have to be mindful of that if they're going to run hurry up.
Lenny Reed tees it up.
I wonder if he's going to kick it short like he did last time.
Angling it towards the other sideline. Went to 5 last time. This time they're going to kick this one to 19. And 19 is going to be brought out of bounds for a minimum gain there, where the Trojans offense will set up shop 1st and 10. Got 2:58 to work with. I think they got 1 timeout remaining, so this is the drive where
pedal to the metal.
This is make or break time.
Yes, pedal to the metal, all systems go here. I got a big score for you in the North Shore area, Jardy, if you want to hear it. Halftime, Lake Shore 21, Pearl River 7.
And I got a bigger score for you at halftime. Vermilion Catholic 28, Central Episcopal 21. Battle of the undefeateds there.
Talking about an answer right there by the Eagles.
Here we go, 1st and 10. Sacred Heart Trojans. Got to get something going. You got to get something going quick. And pass is tipped and in and out of the hands of number 4, but great effort there from Jed LaFleur.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody got a hand on it.
He did. Having to come back to the ball right there. I believe if his hand wouldn't be right there, he would have hit LaFleur in a good spot.
Southern Lab not liking the physicality right now from Kaplan. 24-0. Pirates rolling at home.
Man, don't sleep on that Kaplan squad right there. Yeah.
2nd and 10. Got to get going fast.
Yep.
2:53. One timeout in your back pocket. Jude Hebert, limited touches here in the first half. Taking a shot, and a holding call will come out here. You saw that one.
Yep.
2 grabbed them.
Yep.
Bo Thomasy will be penalized here from the Blue Jays.
Yep. And that's going to be a big help for the Sacred Heart offense, trying to get some points before the half. I have a halftime score for you here, Jordy. Notre Dame 28, LCA 14 at the half.
Okay, so that one's still a game.
That one's still a game. Looks like LCA was able to answer and stop the bleeding a little bit.
Hamilton Christian right now rolling on Elton 27-8. Instead of the holding call, they call pass interference here.
Pass interference.
And that will be an automatic first down, 1st and 10
Yes, it will.
from the 48-yard line. St. Ed's trying to pump up the Sacred Heart crowd. You saw that?
Yeah, I saw that. I got another one for you. I think our friend JB is going to be happy about this one. Shaw up 37-7 on Walker right now.
Come on.
Be careful. The Eagles they're looking to make some noise this year.
1st and 10, quarterback pull here and running out of daylight.
He might have got a yard on that play, if anything.
Yep, picked up a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 49-yard line with 2:33 to play. If you're Sacred Heart, you slow things down here. You make this the last possession of the game.
Yes.
Correction.
Of the half.
Last possession of the half.
Yep. I got another big one as far as 4A goes. Lutcher 14, Edie White 10, halftime.
That's a good ball game over there.
Oh yeah, very good ball game. To be a mosquito in the stadium for that one.
2nd and 9, Trojans on the move. 3 receivers split out to the right. Quarterback goes empty. 2 lone receivers down here at the bottom. Running out of time, throws one up, and 21. Can he get a foot in bounds? And I think he did. Interception.
Nope. He waved it
Instead, they say incomplete pass. 21, Lonnie Reed trying to tiptoe the sideline, and they say that he did not get a foot in bounds.
Yeah, it was close. It was close. But that's a good thing if you're Sacred Heart. It's only third down and 9. You don't turn it over there, especially with a lot of pressure in the quarterback's face.
And we have an injured Blue Jay down at this time.
No, it's a Trojan that's down, actually.
Correction, a Trojan. I think that's the quarterback.
I think so, too. He was limping a little bit.
It's not what you want to see here if you're the Trojans.
No.
We'll step away, ladies and gentlemen, as they look at the injured Trojan. Prayers are with the young man at this time. 1:53 to play. Good sign to see there. Walked off on his own power. New quarterback into the game at this time. Number 11, Ashton Duas.
Made a couple of plays on defense so far in this game. Now we'll see what he can do with his arm. It's 3rd down and 9.
Complete different game plan than what I expected. I thought Jude Hebert would have at least half of his 30 carries here tonight. Instead,
Direct snap.
Jude Hebert goes into the Wildcat. Lebanon was just back there to block for him.
There's a penalty marker. I think this one's coming back. I think it's holding.
And that was a quick flag.
Yep.
Let's see who this one is on. Illegal formation is the call.
Okay.
Back him up 5 yards. Repeat the down here. Unless Shaver wants to decline the penalty.
Makes sense why the flag was thrown as fast as it was now. I kind of figured that close to the line of scrimmage, it was just an obvious hold, but it being a false start makes more sense.
Hebert will stay in at quarterback here, running a Wildcat. And following behind, number 11 scampers his way forward. Fumbles the football, and St. Ed's has it. And all is right at Blue Jay Stadium tonight. Blue Jays rolling, and now they call a turnover.
Number 23, Coy Trahan, on the stop there, gets the recovery from that fumble.
Number 23, Coy Trahan, on the fumble recovery. Referee points Blue Jay football. And with 1:36 to play, St. Ed's with a couple timeouts have a little time to go put more points on the board here.
They have a chance to go for the knockout punch here right at the end of the first half. We'll see if they do it. But you also have to keep in mind that they are getting the ball back at the start of the second half.
A 2-for-1 special here is what coach is eyeing at this time. And if you're Kane West, he's been putting them on the money here tonight. Let's see if he dials one up here after the turnover.
Yes, he's had a few dimes so far.
And he will take another shot. Number 7, diving effort, and what a grab!
Oh.
Holy cow, number 7, Blake Moran.
Wow.
Flicks it over to the referee, and he's putting on an absolute clinic this evening.
That was a 37-yard gain right there. Big play. And now,
And if it's in his range, and he's coming down with it.
Yep, absolutely. Ball's put in the right spot. He will almost always catch it.
How fast did they get down the field? 1:20 to play. Takes the handoff, gives it right back to Moran. Moran, 4 for 4. Woo! Give him a 4-piece at McDonald's. Chicken nuggets, 4-6.
Yep, another touchdown.
My, oh my. This Blue Jay offense is explosive.
Yes, it is. They have had every which way. And I believe that was a 17-yard touchdown catch there for him.
And here comes the 2-point conversion. Kane West
Power right. Gets it.
gets in, and the route is on, ladies and gentlemen. New score from Blue Jay Field with 1:11 to play here before halftime. St. Ed's 38, Sacred Heart 7. St. Ed's well on their way to their 7th win of the season and keeping that 0 in the loss column.
Yep, absolutely. St. Ed's has come out, and they were on a mission from the first play of the game to right now, and they've had things go their way so far this entire way through. Great stops by the defense. Number 15 finding number 7, and number 7 bullying his way into the end zone on 4 separate receptions for touchdowns.
And if you're Coach James Shaver right now, all you could be disappointed about going into the locker room, because there's a lot to be happy about. Probably the penalties.
Yeah.
That'll be the only thing I could think could be upset about, because his offense and his defense have played really, really well.
Yep. Only had about 2 or 3 costly penalties, but they were costly. And you know that they're going to be looking to clean that up at halftime.
Number 11's upended by Laney Reed. And we're 1:03 to play here. 38-7 your score. How aggressive do you get here, or do you just get this one at halftime? Go regroup. Because if I know a Jacob Aguilar football team, they're going to play all 4 quarters.
Yes, they will. He coaches all 4 quarters, as every coach should do. It doesn't matter if it's a 1-point game or if it's teetering on the brink of blowouts. It doesn't matter what the score is. You coach for 4 quarters. So.
And with the quarterback on the sideline, new quarterback into the game. Looks like number 9 checks in.
I think Chapman's back.
Ellis Chapman.
Oh, no, he's not back.
Hands it off to Jude Hebert, and tough night for Hebert. As soon as he gets the football, there's white jerseys there to greet him.
Blue jerseys, you mean?
You're right. Seeing double.
Yeah. And we said that Hebert's best characteristic was his breakaway speed. But the problem is that his offensive line has not been able to get enough of a push to where they can open up the hole and he can break into the second level and show that breakaway speed. So it's been tough sledding for him all game long. He's had some positive plays, but for the most part.
Yep, and the decision has been made. They tone down the aggressiveness here. Get this one to halftime, make your adjustments, regroup.
Yes, sir.
A low snap there. It looked like his knee was on the ground, but they're not going to call it.
No, they're going to let that one go, and they're going to take this one into halftime.
So both teams will exit for halftime. And what a show the Blue Jays are putting on here in the first half at home. And they leave to a standing ovation from the home faithful. 38-7 your score here from Blue Jay Field. St. Ed's rolling. And my goodness, did they make it look easy in the first half by the way of Kane West and a couple of those receivers.
Yes, especially number 7, Blake Moran.
4 touchdowns.
4 touchdown passes in 1 half.
And number 11 got in on the action also, Seth Oquan. So you go back to the offense and say remarkable first half, but you go back to the defense and you say you held them to 7 points, and a couple penalties on that drive really kept that drive alive to get them in the end zone. But offense, defense, special teams, they're hitting on all 3 phases.
Oh, yeah. The St. Ed's Fighting Blue Jays here have fought to play this game the way they wanted to. They've asserted dominance in all 3 phases, and the score really shows it, being up by 31 going into halftime. A lot to be happy about if you are a Blue Jay fan or a Blue Jay player or a Blue Jay coach. So
at this time, we'll go scores from around the state of Louisiana for everyone that is still waiting for those scores. Vermilion Catholic leads Ascension Episcopal 30-21.
Must have got a safety from the last time we checked.
Grand Lake leads Bazille 24-12.
Okay.
Halftime. Westminster leads Port Barry 28-18 halftime. Riverside leads West St. John 20-0 halftime. Hamilton Christian leads Elton 27-8 halftime. Kaplan leads Southern Lab 33-8 halftime.
Oh, wow.
DeQuincy leads Jonesboro Hodge 24-14 halftime. Covenant Christian leads Hanson Memorial 33-6. Oberlin leads Maryville 14-6.
Good game right there, close game.
North Iberville leads White Castle 8-6.
Ooh, defensive game there.
Calvary Baptist leads Union Parish 14-0. Notre Dame leads Lafayette Christian Academy 28-14. Kinder leads Oakdale 22-6 halftime. Lake Arthur Richwood tied at 8 halftime.
Oh, wow.
Oak Grove Mangum tied at 12 halftime.
Expected that one to be down to the wire.
Mansfield leads Rose Pine 14-0 halftime. Welsh leads Lafayette Renaissance 28-26 halftime.
Woo! Don't count those Greyhounds out.
Laurelville leads Homer Christian 36-0 halftime. Catholic New Iberia leads Delcom 48-0 halftime. Neville leads Ruston 14-7 halftime.
Wow.
West Monroe leads Washita Parish 15-13 halftime. What else we got, Enoch? Let's see.
Mandeville 24, Hammond 13 at halftime. Skippers looking to go and grab themselves another district win.
Sterlington leads Northwebster 27-0. Bell Chase leads Patterson 37-0. ERAF leads Berwick 22-7. Okay. Jennings leads South Bow 42-0 at halftime.
I'm a little surprised about that one.
Gina leads Vidalia 52-0 at halftime. St. James leads LB Landry. McDonald 35, 14-0. Mamou leads Ville Platte 14-10.
It's Ville Platte's homecoming game.
Franklinton leads Abbeville 22-12. A winless Abbeville and a #1 ranked team, Franklinton, in a battle.
Abbeville is one of those teams where they're scrappy. Don't let that winless record fool you. They're a scrappy team. They will play tough.
Eunice leads LaGrange 17-0. Lakeshore leads Pearl River 28-7. Lutcher leads Edie White 14-10. Cecilia leads Beauchamp 57-0 halftime. Estruma leads Broadmoor 18-0 halftime. Archbishop Shaw leads Walker 37-7 halftime. West Ouachita leads Tioga 21-14 halftime.
That's a good game.
Plaquemine St. Michael tied at 14 halftime. Wassman leads Grant 26-0 halftime. Franklin Parish leads Peabody 34-0 halftime. Laranger leads Hannon 35-28 halftime.
Shootout.
Iowa leads Washington Marion 33-6 halftime. West Feliciana leads Bruley 28-7. Leesville leads DeRitter 42-28. South Terrebonne leads Morgan City 35-0. Vanderbilt Catholic leads Ellendore Memorial 37-6. Booker T. Washington Shreveport leads Minden 8-7. Dutchtown leads Denham Springs 14-6. Southside leads Sulphur 21-0.
Where our two priests will have a
Holy Cross leads Warren Easton 6-0.
And the first priest.
St. Paul's leads Ponchatoula 35-0. And it looks like the priest from Sacred Heart and St. Ed's are fixing to have a field goal competition on the field.
Oh, okay. See how this goes.
So we'll see who has the bragging rights when they lead the stadium this evening. Chalmette leads the North Shore 7-0 at halftime. Terrebonne leads East St. John 35-0 at halftime. Acadiana leads Lafayette 42-3 at halftime. Benton leads Evangel 26-19 halftime. Airline leads Hawkton 42-7 halftime. Brother Martin leads St. Aug 14-7. Catholic of Baton Rouge leads Central 21-7. Bird leads Natchitoches Central 17-14. Parkway leads Huntington 30-14. Barb leads New Iberia 28-7. Alexandria leads Pineville 56-14. Salmon Fontainebleau tied at 14. And that is a look at scores from around the state of Louisiana. See how this kick goes. And went about 9 yards, Enoch.
It did. It did. Let him get a re-kick.
Not sure which priest is up at this time. Is it St. Ed's or is it Sacred Hearts that went first?
I'm not sure.
Oh, Whitecap, I think it's St. Ed's.
Okay. Okay.
For sure. Brother John Duga.
We'll get to our sponsors after we get some of these kicks in. Oh, Scott kick around the 3-yard line there. We're going to move on up, aren't we, Enoch?
Yeah, looks like it. That was a good kick.
Hard though, huh?
27 yards.
Yeah, I mean,
Got about 27 yards on that kick. That was a good kick.
they got him kicking.
Yeah, they do have him kicking far to start.
And it will be Sacred Heart Trojan at this time doing the kicking duties. And a much better kick this time, just under the goal post.
Hold on.
Had the distance last time from 30. Can he put it through the uprights? And the kick is up, wide left. Think we got to go to the 10-yard line now.
Yep.
Correction, 15.
Somebody's going to make a field goal here.
Who's going to be the first to put it through the uprights? There's the kick, and no good, just left.
Yeah, he had a real good chance at kicking that one through. It was close. It was really close.
Kick is up. Oh, wide right. We might have to go to the 10.
Who would have thought? These priests have some legs on them. They
Battle of the Priests from Sacred Heart and St. Ed's in a kicking battle here at halftime.
Are they going to stay at the 15? Or did they move up, or are they staying?
Staying at the 15.
They got the distance.
Yep.
And that one is up and good. And the Trojans get on the board first.
He did kick that with our ball, though.
Can St. Ed's answer?
Let's see.
Kick is up and good. We're one apiece here. What's going to be the decider? They're backing them up to the 20. They're in the groove of things now.
Yep.
Who knew? Some halftime entertainment.
Yeah, this is a very unique form of halftime entertainment. This is a first for me.
Yes, first for me also. Kick is up and good. 2 in a row. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are watching the Priests battle it out in a kicking competition here.
Sacred Heart has 2 made kicks so far. St. Ed's is looking to tie it up right
Pressure's
here.
on for St. Ed's. And there's the kick, and this one gonna be way right. And your winner. Sacred Heart gets the win here in the kicking competition. Let's go to sponsors at this time, Holden. Atchafalaya Basin Seafood is a seafood business located in Krotz Springs, Louisiana. They offer a variety of fresh seafood products, including crab, fish, oysters, and more. With a focus on retail and wholesale sales, Atchafalaya Basin Seafood is dedicated to providing high-quality seafood to their customers. Their commitment to excellence and their wide range of seafood options make them a go-to destination for seafood lovers in the area. Live crawfish for sale when in season. Give owner and the mayor of Krotz Springs, Mr. Carol Snyder, a call at 337-566-8957. Complete Turf Care has proudly been serving Louisiana since 2003. They are fully insured and licensed by the Louisiana Department of Agriculture and the State of Louisiana Licensing Board for contractors. They work closely with experts in the industry to help solve any problems that may occur in your turf. And they take pride in ensuring that your athletic field is the envy of all who visit your facility. Give owner Nick Semino a call today at 337-230-6427. Athletic field renovations, turf maintenance, irrigation, landscaping, and so much more. Tell them UTL sent you on by. Big Zig Photography is a business focused on capturing those fast memories that will last a lifetime. As once coach, Big Zig is dedicated on giving you his best for you to have those lasting memories. You can reach him on all of his social media platforms. Shoot him an email at bigzigsgraphics@gmail.com. Visit his website at bigzigphotography.com or give him a call at 318-381-3592. The Pizza Shack was founded by Louisiana's own Tony and Elaine Puriette in 1988, and they have been independently owned at the same location for over 25 years. They are proud to be the only independently owned pizzeria in Opelousas, Louisiana. They are happy to serve the customers and the community with not only a friendly service, but also a family dining atmosphere. Come discover the most well-known secret in Opelousas, where they have daily specials and absolutely the coldest beer in town. 1242 Edith Street. Give them a call at 337-948-4838. Are you ready to take your school's fundraising game to the next level? Fundraising University, America's leading fundraising company for high school sports, is here to help. They raise more money in less time. With the least amount of interference in your program, their 7 to 10 day fundraisers, proven fundraising system, and unbeatable service led by expert fundraising coaches ensure your success. See why teams across the state are switching to Fundraising University. Visit fundraisingu.net today and get started. Give Mr. Stuart Miller a call at 318-278-9344 or shoot him an email at smiller@fundraisingu.net.
Gary Swallows Taekwondo Plus Tiger Rock Martial Arts, serving Opelousas and the surrounding area since 1988, with programs specially designed for all age groups. Tiger Cubs, 4 and 5-year-olds, juniors, 6 through 11-year-olds, teens, 12 to 15-year-olds, and all adults, 16 and above. Give us a call at 337-948-3433 so you can set up your first free trial class, meet all of our certified instructors, and take the first step towards joining our martial arts family. Taekwondo Plus Tiger Rock, teaching life skills and personal development, one student at a time.
Howard Pool Company, taking pride in every pool since 1973. Locally owned and operated, serving all of South Central Louisiana, specializing in new construction, genuine and vinyl liner swimming pools. Give Mr. Kyle Vidrine a call today at 337-942-7222. Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. All Blue Jays here this evening. And we come out of halftime, 38-7 your score, about a minute before we get this one back underway. Enoch, first half thoughts at this time.
St. Ed's is taking complete control of this game, and Sacred Heart really hasn't been able to answer very much except for that one drive where they drove the ball down the field. Blue Jays came in here looking to make a statement and looking to extend the slight lead in the rivalry series that they have.
And you know what else is? That's good. That's a good job from Coach James Schaber, not having his guys look ahead to the big, probably undefeated matchup with Catholic and Point P next week. That's going to be a showdown for the ages.
Yes, especially with the fact that this was going to be a rivalry game. You have to be dialed in on this week for sure. Bragging rights and the fact that, yeah, you're going to have that undefeated versus undefeated next week. That's nice. But with how big that this game is for the community of Eunice and Ville Platte between St. Ed's and Sacred Heart respectively, all systems go on this game. You can't look forward for any game, for any team, especially when the game that you're playing tonight is a massive rivalry game.
Expect Sacred Heart to come out playing hard here in the second half. I don't see those guys laying down. They got a great coach on the other side, is going to keep them playing for all 48 minutes.
Oh, absolutely. Sacred Heart is not one of those teams that's going to quit. It doesn't matter how big the deficit is. It doesn't matter how big they're up by. They're gonna play for 4 quarters, and you know Coach Aguilar is going to coach for 4 quarters.
And if you're St. Ed's, my oh my.
You're going to have a decision to make at the end of the game, whether if you're going to, as far as player of the game goes.
Well, at what point, if you score again, you start thinking to next week, trying to get some of these guys, make sure they get out of here healthy.
Yeah, I would
Because
assume.
Catholic and Point P won Thursday night. They are 7-0. You're well on your way to being 7-0. That's the game next week.
Yes, I think if they score right here, and I'm not entirely familiar with the running clock rule is
Gradney
now.
will take it in at the 30-yard line.
I think as soon as you get that,
And he's got a
then-
block, and Gradney lowering his hat, crosses the 50-yard line, and still up on his feet
Oh,
all the way down to the 43-yard line.
on 2 separate occasions right there, it took almost the entire Sacred Heart coverage team to get a stop on him.
And Marcus Gradney with the big-time return. Short kick, but he takes it across the 50.
Yes, he does. Making sure guys are trailing behind him. Right.
So 1st and 10 Blue Jays from the 43-yard line. And we do have a penalty flag on the field. Holding is the call against the Blue Jays, so the big return will be wiped off.
The block at the back for the receiving team.
And they will march this one all the way back to the 39-yard line. So 1st and 10 Blue Jays from the 39-yard line, up 38-7, 11:48 just underway here in the 3rd quarter. Low snap. Moran gets the carry here on the motion, and he's slipping off tackles. He's down the sideline, and he steps out of bounds. And what a difference maker Moran is once he gets the ball in his hands.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We've seen it all first half, and it looks like first play of the second half, looking to do some more.
An
of
early
it.
touch.
Yep.
Chains will move 1st and 10, 47-yard line. Blue Jays on the move. West waits on the snap in the shotgun, gives it to Summerlin, and Summerlin
Oh,
still on his feet.
still moving.
And it takes 4 white jerseys to bring him down.
And there is a penalty. It flew late.
But a late penalty flag.
I think this one's going to come back. Got another updated score for you close to us. Welsh 35, Lafayette Renaissance 26 in the 3rd quarter.
Oof.
Them Greyhounds looking to get a big win here. Definitely does look like it's against the Blue Jays. They're gonna move that ball backwards. Believe it was holding. Spot
Holding is
foul.
the call. And they march it all the way back to the 43-yard line. And the Sacred Heart faithful still in it.
Yes. I'm expecting a number carry for Seminole here. Or how?
Quick pass, swing it out to Gradney. And Gradney.
Dragging guys.
Dragging guys indeed. And we'll see where they spot this football.
He definitely got all the penalty yards back and then some.
About 5 yards short.
Good catch and run there by Gradney.
And another penalty flag on the field. This one might be sideline warning.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's see if I'm correct. A long discussion. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Blue Jays. Someone must have said something on the sideline.
Yeah.
And now the Whitecap will have a discussion with the head football coach.
Yep. Don't know what was said. But he's trying to appeal his case here.
So we'll be backed up after the unsportsmanlike conduct.
Wiped out that big play that Gradney had just a moment ago. Another penalty here. Next second and about a long way to go. See what they're going to do here. I'm expecting pass.
West might try to take the top off here.
Yeah, I'm expecting a deep pass.
He drops back, clean pocket. He's taking a shot. O'Quinn's wide open.
Wow.
Take a shot. Take the hat off.
My goodness.
Yes, Lord. Number 11. Take a shot, why don't you?
Number 11 with a 58-yard.
O'Quinn, his second of the night.
That was a 58-yard dime down the field.
We said he might take the top off. Well, he did it.
Yes, he did. Big time touchdown there. Looks like that one's going to be the dagger here.
And just like we said, if St. Ed's comes and scores and pulls away even more, do you start to look to next week?
It's possible, especially if you're going to pull some of your starters.
Kane West might be for the first time stopped on a two-point conversion.
Yep, the quarterback power right didn't work that time. It worked for him 4 times before, so you definitely understand him running it again.
10:56 to play here from Blue Jay Field here in the third quarter. St. Ed's 44, Sacred Heart 7. Stick with us, folks. You're watching Friday Night Football live on Under the Lights. Manny Reed tees it up, angles it towards the sideline, taking it in around the 32-yard line. It's number 11, and
he's dragging guys.
He's going to give the Trojans probably their best starting field position of the night.
Yep, I think other than the onside kick that they managed to recover, so it's right around there.
We'll see if the quarterback came back and he is. You see him around, coach. He's coming back on the field. So a great sign to see number 2 coming back into the game here in the third quarter.
Yep. Whatever was ailing him looks like he's ready to go, and that's always a good sign.
1st and 10 for the Trojans. Now you just start working on some things here. Find some confidence going into next week.
Yep.
2 will fire it out, and the pass falls incomplete. That one was almost picked off.
Yeah, he put it in a pretty good spot, but the defender was able to get a hand on it. I think it was number 14 for St. Edmunds. I think it was Zane Zonbrecker. Yeah, I believe he got a hand on it.
Let's give you scores real quick. Jeanerette leads St. Martinville 26-13.
Jeanerette's looking to make that push into the playoffs this year. That's a very good Jeanerette squad.
Westminster leads Port Barry 41-25. Vermilion Catholic leads Ascension Episcopal 35-27.
Good game.
Hamilton Christian leads Elton 34-16. 2nd and 10. 2 looks, steps up in the pocket, taking a shot downfield and in and out of his intended receiver. Was looking for Jude Hebert there.
Was a little overthrown. He didn't manage to get his hands on that one. It was overthrown by about 2 or 3 yards.
3rd and 10. Kaplan is rolling 33-8 right now on Southern Lab.
Oh, wow.
The Quincy in a dogfight with winless Jonesboro Hodge 24-20.
Jonesboro Hodge playing a scrappy game right there.
Kinder extends their lead. They're up 28-6. Mangum leads Oak Grove 20-12. Lake Arthur leads Richwood 16-15. Undefeated Pope John Paul on the ropes right now, losing to North Lake Christian 19-15. Timeout. Sacred Heart Trojans. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll go to one of our sponsors at this time. DeVille's Racing Stables. Owners, Carl DeVille, Chassis DeVille, Pormier, and Kyle DeVille. Visit their website or follow them on all of their social media platforms. Breaking, training, boarding thoroughbred race horses, Grade 1 winner, and multiple Grade 1 placings based out of Opelousas, Louisiana. It's been a career year in earnings for Chassis DeVille Pormier. It's the 2nd time in her career she has surpassed $1 million in earnings. Back to the game here. 2 timeouts remaining for the Trojans. Calvary Baptist leads Union Parish 24-0. The statement that would be to shut out the Farmers.
Yep, defending state champions. Oh, Farmers, am I correct?
Yes. Welsh leads Lafayette Renaissance 35-26. 3rd and 10 here. 2 looks, going to throw a screen pass complete to the tight end, and that one was well read by number 22.
Wyatt Dubois.
And it brings up 4th down.
Good defensive stand there for the Blue Jays. They've had a bunch of those.
Notre Dame trying to make a statement tonight. They're leading Lafayette Christian 35-14, and this game is being played at LCA.
Wow. Don't count out the Pios.
Veteran-led group making some noise.
Oh, yeah.
What else we got? Lake Charles College Prep leads St. Louis 40-6, and a low kick there.
I think it went off the side of his foot. But it does take a Sacred Heart roll at least.
And here comes the Blue Jays. Probably let them finish this 3rd quarter off.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Jennings leads South Bow 49-0. Lutcher leads Edie White 20-10.
Okay, good
Cecilia
game.
leads Beauchamp 63-0. Eunice leads LaGrange 24-6.
That was a 5-1 Lagrange team too.
1st and 10 Blue Jays. And West will drop back the pass here, taking another shot, and this time overshoots his intended receiver. Think this is bad blood?
I think so.
You think the rivalry means something?
It does. You don't.
Two teams that don't like each other.
You're right about that. You are, but
44-7, 2nd down and 10, 9:30 to play, 3rd quarter.
if they really want to.
Iowa leads
Get that running
Washington
clock.
Marion 40-6. Leesville leads DeRidder 42-18.
28.
Correct. 28, and now they go to the run. Summerlin drugged down, but not before he reels off 4 yards. And is that a late penalty flag?
I think it is. Not sure who it's against yet.
A late penalty flag, and Sacred Heart starting to march back. This is going to be a personal foul, face mask against the defense. 15-yarder, automatic 1st down. When it rains, it pours.
Yeah, it seems like it. I'm not sure if that was done with a loss of control over your emotions or whatnot, or if he just grabbed it.
How good is this Jesuit ball club? Right now, they're in the 4th quarter in a 14-7 ball game with Edna Carr.
Yeah, Jesuits a good team. They are a good team. Go up against the University of Edna Carr like that and playing in a defensive
They're running a little
dogfight.
screen here. Pass complete to number 3. Gets a block, leapfrogs a defender. Penalty flag flies.
Still not down yet, and now he goes down.
And that penalty came from the back judge.
This might be a. Don't know who this one is against. We'll see.
Holy Cross leads at Warren Easton 16-7. Catholic of Baton Rouge claiming the best in Baton Rouge once again. They're rolling right now in Central Baton Rouge. I thought this was the year that they can clip them, but Catholic still rules the area.
Yep.
John Curtis, Brother Morton tied at 14.
I figured that was going to be a defensive slugfest, and
Woof, let's hear this one.
all right.
Neville leads Ruston 20-14.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
Blocking the back call. Sam Houston, Karen Crow, they're in a good one. 27-23 right now. Sam Houston with the lead. And then Southside's rolling on Sulphur 27-0. Captain Shreve leads Destrehan 28-26.
A little bit more
1st and
points scored than
10.
I thought would be.
Fake the toss, come back around with the run to Summerlin. And Summerlin, full head of steam, ran out of bounds.
Around the right side. Picks up big yard and goes out of bounds. About 33.
And I picked up about 11 yards.
Yep.
Will be a 1st down for
Yep.
the Blue Jays.
Number 28, Drew Mayo on the stop there.
A few more scores for you. And then we'll close out scores this evening.
Okay.
Destrehan just took the lead, 33-28.
All right.
Barb has a 35-7 lead on New Iberia. Final score, Acadiana beats Lafayette 55-10.
And the Rams will roll on. Makes it 6-1 on the year for the Wrecking Rams.
Takes it up the middle. Picks up about a yard.
Picked up about a yard there. That was Summerlin.
Number 50, Alex Petrie on the stop there for the minimal gain.
So we're here in the 3rd quarter, 44-7. Want to thank the administration, head football coach here at St. Ed's. Always open door policy here. Anytime we want to come and cover a football game, they have no problems with it. A great hospitality and even better friends to the platform.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you guys very much.
Summerlin gets the carry here. Good vision from the young man. And he goes for a pickup of around 8. You see what he's comfortable with. Get it outside, and then if he can get it back inside, he will.
Yep. Outside's been open for him for pretty much all game long, and he knows if he can kick it out of there, he's able to use his speed to get past some of the Sacred Heart front four and cross into the second level.
And if I'm Coach Carruth right now watching this game back in New Roads, Louisiana, I'm circling that play right there, and that one's going to be heavy addressed in practice.
Heavy emphasis on the defensive end contain in order to be able to stop a run to the outside like that.
On next week, Kane West calls his own number, picks up a first down, and the chains will move.
Another first down for St. Ed's here. Looks like they're going to be at about the 20-yard line.
We start to look at the stat line right now for Kane West. Correct me if I'm wrong. 5 TDs, or is it 6?
You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 6 touchdowns. 6 passing touchdowns.
4 to one guy, 2 to another?
Correct.
How impressive.
Yes. He has 6 touchdowns, and he has 4 successful 2-point conversion runs.
You're looking at the backfield right now. They're going to run a little option, and the ball is on the ground, and Summerlin falls on the fumble. Yep. You look at the backfield right now. Last year, these 2 guys in the backfield, the quarterback Kane West and the running back Hunter Summerlin, they both won Player of the Game honors when we covered those teams last year.
Right.
Kane West won it when they beat Oakdale, and Summerlin won it when they beat Westminster.
Mm-hmm.
Can Kane be a 2-time winner?
He very well can be, especially with the impressive stat line he's put up today.
He will drop back the pass here, fires a pass, and was looking for number 3 there. Just out of his reach there, John Landry could not bring that one in.
Number 4, Jed LaFleur there on the coverage.
And that'll bring up 3rd down and long. He has not missed on many on balls tonight.
No, he's been pretty accurate in putting the ball where he needs to, especially for his receivers to make a play.
We do want to thank at this time great hospitality in pregame, and we'll talk about it after this 3rd down.
Yep.
West will drop back the pass. Got all day to throw. Now he's running out of time, fires a pass last second and in and out of the reach. And he went right back to Landry.
Yep. Falls incomplete there.
And they will bring up 4th down. So we do want to thank at this time Mr. Gradney fed us in pregame. We went over there and met the family. They were tailgating and very nice to us. Said, come over, make sure y'all get a plate. Fed us great food and some great cooks.
Yep. Had a little bit of a bite to eat. I'm saving it for after the game. Had a little bit of a bite to eat before I saved it, and yeah, it's some really good food, man.
When you come to places, and when you drive up to the stadium, they say make sure you come get the plate. What a moment! And he's taking a shot to the end zone, got a man open, and he stopped running on his route there.
If he'd have kept running,
if he'd have kept running, that'd have been a touchdown. John Landry he stopped on his route, and I don't know if he knew how much room he had in the end zone. But turnover on downs, and Sacred Heart will get the football. But when you come over to different places, and you get treated so well, it makes these drives even more like we definitely coming back.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. I mean, could possibly be something that we see in the playoffs, maybe a St. Ed's playoff game, you know.
Yeah,
could see him this year. Could see him later this year.
Postseason football over here at Blue Jay Field probably will occur.
Yep.
First and 10 for the Trojans. Fusilier goes in the shotgun. Hebert alongside of him. Low snap. And they're going to blow that one dead.
Looked like his knee was down.
Quarterback's knee was down.
Yep. Yeah.
For some reason, the clock's not running after the run play there.
Right, it should be running
There we go.
when your knee is down from the.
About 10 seconds they waited before they started the game clock.
Yep.
So loss of about 5 there.
We had somebody in the chat ask for the Mamu and Ville Platte score. It is currently 14-10 in favor of Mamu, but this is a second quarter score, so
Has not been updated.
hasn't been updated yet. That score could change, or it could have already been changed.
Jude Hebert. Tough night for the young man running the football. Came in with a lot of attention going his way, close to the 1,000-yard marker. And tonight, just not the night for Jude Hebert to get it going.
And sometimes it happens, you know. Sometimes you go up against defenses that have the right game plan to stop the run. And that's exactly what St. Ed's has done. They knew that Hebert was going to be a focal point in stopping the Sacred Heart offense. And
St. Ed's, they sold out to stop the run tonight, try to make Sacred Heart one-dimensional, and beat them throwing the football, and could not get that going through the air either.
yeah, just an all-around lights-out performance.
And he will drop back to pass here, taking a shot downfield, and you don't have to take shots there. You can try to get you a manageable 4th down right there. Pick up 8-10 yards and come back and go for it on 4th down, but the incomplete pass, now you got to punt it.
Yep, gonna force the punt here. Looks like number 9 is gonna be on the punt. Ellis Chapman, I believe, is punting the ball here for Sacred Heart.
That's the backup quarterback.
Backup quarterback taking reps as the punter. I believe this is his 3rd or 4th punt because they've had number, I think it was 52, or it was 50, I believe it was number 52 that was doing the punts earlier.
And Wyatt Dubois back for the return.
Sky kick there.
Sky kick, we'll see what type of roll it takes, and Dubois thought about it. And instead lets it roll and is down at the 49, 48-yard line. But will it go back to where it was first touched?
I think so, because the St. Ed's player didn't touch it. So it will go. It should go back to where the Trojan had first touched the ball.
Final score, Jennings beats South Bow 55-0.
Wow.
And they are in the driver's seat for that district.
Yes, they are. A bit of a disappointing performance for South Bow, considering how well they played last week when we were there up against Kinder. But Jennings and Zeno they're for real this year.
Their only loss of the season to Iowa, and Iowa, that's a dang good football team also.
Iowa may have one of, if not the best defense in all of Division II non-select. Iowa will be a force in the playoffs.
Summerlin gets a carry, bounces it outside, cuts it back in, off to the races, and finally pushed out of bounds.
Yep. Another good run to the outside. He's been finding it all night long. The defensive ends for Sacred Heart have not been able to contain that. And that's just another example of it.
Attention, please. We have a missing child, Evelyn Vidry, down here on 4 years old. If you see her, please bring her to the concession stand. Evelyn Vidry.
That's not a good sign.
No.
1st and 10, chains move. St. Ed's trying to crack the 50 mark here at home.
Yep.
Quarterback will pull and run it right down the middle.
Taking a few guys with him to take him down.
And they picked up 6, brings up 2nd and 4. Got a tight one over there in Ville Platte, tight one over there in Lake Arthur right now.
Yeah, Marcus has kept me updated as far as the Lake Arthur game. So it was tied 8-8 at halftime. Looks like they're up 16-14 on Richwood in the 4th quarter.
Fires it over to Morahan, and Morahan, smooth hands, marches his way inside the 10 at the 5.
Another 1st down and goal here.
So the Blue Jays knocking on the doorsteps again. 1st and goal from the 5-yard line.
I think if the Blue Jays score
Could we see our first rushing touchdown of the night?
I think it's possible. I would not be surprised.
We've seen 6 or 7 touchdown passes. Could we see our
6
first
of them.
rushing? And it is number 15 around the edge, scampers into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Jays. Kane West adds on to his historic stat sheet tonight.
Yep, that is his 7th touchdown accounted for. 6 passing and 1 rushing.
Is he well on his way to player of the game honors or what?
I believe so. I do believe so.
I thought him and Mr. Blake Moran had a good shot, see who would get it.
Yep.
But right now, I mean, he's even adding the 2-point conversions, and he's making it look easy tonight.
Got another one. That's his 5th successful 2-point conversion run.
You got to think to themselves, they're playing with a chip on their shoulder. They were disrespected all week in the polls, disrespected on Under the Lights show on Wednesday, didn't make the top 5. So you got to think to yourself, as a pissed off group, making a statement here at home tonight.
Oh yeah, they're playing like a damn good team, and it's just, oh man.
New score from Blue Jay Field, 2:36 to play, 3rd quarter. St. Ed's rolling at home to their 7th win of the season, 52-7. We still got another quarter to play.
We do.
As big as the rivalry is, did not live up to the hype this year.
It didn't. It didn't. And it's a shame, too.
We've seen some instant classics these last couple years between these groups.
Yep.
Last year, St. Ed stunned them with a pick 6 at Sacred Heart. That was the deciding score. 2 years ago, Sacred Heart stunned St. Ed is right here on this field, but behind a big-time 4th and 20 run. But in year 3, it's the route that will be talked about.
Oh, yeah. This is definitely one that St. Ed's is going to be celebrating for a good while.
And the running clock has officially began here late in the 3rd quarter.
I think now is a perfect chance for both of these teams to pull some of their starters, get your young guys in, try to get them some reps, get them a little bit of experience.
Well, right now you got to start looking into next week, the district championship game, most likely.
Yes, for St. Ed's, they have to look ahead. They're going to be looking ahead for.
You're up 52-7. You cannot afford to lose anybody before next week.
Right. You're going to need all of your players healthy for that game, especially because Catholic of Point Capee versus St. Ed's for an all likelihood district title game. It's very important.
We start looking into the future. So we talked about St. Ed's will be 7-0. Catholic of Point Capee will be 7-0. They meet next week. I think that's a Thursday night game.
I'm about to check just to be sure for you, my friend.
Sacred Heart, who they have next week?
Okay, so that is a Thursday game against St. Ed's. It'll be at Catholic of Point Capee.
Correct.
And Sacred Heart will play North Central at home.
Okay, so probably a homecoming night.
Probably a homecoming
regroup,
night.
Get a big win, get things back on track after a tough night here on the road.
And Sacred Heart in week 9 will have to play that same Catholic of Point Capee squad.
Judy Bear bounces it off for one of his first times tonight getting away from the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it's a good run for him. A little bit of chippy play in the backfield there. Drew a little bit of a reaction.
And the beauty of next week, unfortunately, we will not have that football game, but the beauty of next week is St. Ed's does stream their games, and Catholic of Point Capee does stream their games also. So wherever we're at in the booth next week, guess what we're watching?
We're going to be keeping our eyes squarely on that game.
We're going to have the iPad upstairs watching Blue Jay Hornet football next week for probably the district title.
Yes, and that game's going to be on a Thursday, so I'll be there with you for it. So
So 3 quarters have come and gone here from Blue Jay Stadium. 52-7 your score. St. Ed's with the big lead. So we'll step away. 12 more minutes on our running clock here. Thanks everyone for tuning in with us this evening. Hey, if you missed a good one last night, boys. Last night, final score, Iota beats Westlake 28-27. It came down to a blocked extra point there, under 3 minutes to play, and then somehow defense stripped the quarterback, got the football back, had a shot to go down the field, and on 4th down and long, the same guy that blocked the extra point ended the game with a sack.
Yep, I saw that. I was able to watch the entire second half. I watched part of the first half of that game too, and yeah, that was a fantastic game played from the first snap to the end. Can't really ask for a better game than what Iota and Westlake gave us last night.
And take a look at this, though. Both of those teams, Iota, one loss this season in a Mud Bowl.
Mud Bowl against
in
OC.
week 1. And then Westlake, they have 2 losses on their record. They lost to ERAF by 1 point. Now they lost to Iota by 1 point. They are 2 points away from being 7-0.
Yeah, the Westlake Rams have played very, very well this year. 2 points away from being 7-0. That is a tough pill to swallow, but it's still a very good team, and they're going to look to make some noise in the playoffs, as will Iota.
Fuselaire overshoots his intended receiver. Was looking for Abear, and the pass falls incomplete.
That'll mark it as 4th and about 5. Looks like Sacred Heart's going to throw the punting unit out there again.
And the punting unit will indeed come out. Edna Core extends their lead 21-7 on Jesuit. Catholic of Baton Rouge sending a statement to the state of Louisiana saying we're still the defending state champs. 35-10 right now, 4th quarter.
Oh, wow. 35-10 in favor of Catholic.
Curtis, Brother Morton, tie ball game, 14-all, late 4th.
I expected that to be a defensive game, and so far it looks like I'm right.
Ruston retakes the lead in the 4th quarter, 21-20 right now on Neville.
Wow.
And we got whistles.
Might be looking at a photo finish for that game. Got another score update for you right here, Jordy.
Delay a game on the offense.
Got another score update for you here. Welsh ahead of Lafayette Renaissance, 38-34 in the 4th quarter.
Good game, Bruin.
Thank you, Miss Laurie, for that update.
What else we have here? Karen Crow leads Sam Houston 30-27. Y'all called me crazy on Wednesday night.
You did.
Hard to win at the Crow Dome. I picked them too.
I don't remember if I picked Crow or Sam Houston, but
no, everyone
else picked Sam Houston. Okay.
Yep. That ball will be taken in at around the 38-yard line. Is Dubois.
That was a good punt too.
And he's a physical
Dragon guys
runner. Destrehan, Captain Shreve right now, and a late penalty flag.
Maybe a little bit of smack talk after the play.
Either unsportsmanlike or a personal foul here. Yep. Right now, Destrehan leads Captain Shreve 39-34.
I did not expect that game to be a shootout.
Here we go. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Blue Jays.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Jays.
Will be a 1st down. We'll see where they spot this football. Clock is running. So running clock here in the 4th quarter, 9:20 to play. And just like that, we might have to turn this one on the phones. You not go to YouTube, type in Neville Tiger Network, because Neville just reclaimed the lead. 26-21, 4th quarter. We got to put that one right here and watch the rest of that dandy. So they spot the football all the way back to the 36-yard line. Holy Cross leads Warren Easton 23.
I got your update right here for the game. It is indeed.
And put it right here, then.
It is indeed 26-21.
Can you see it, Holden?
Missed a 2-point conversion, and it is 5:37 left in the game.
The starters are out for Blue.
Okay, so the backups are in. So coach doing a good thing here, getting his guys out. No serious injuries, and go in healthy next week.
Yep. Yeah, they got 5:37 left in that big game between Neville and Ruston. Neville has a 5-point lead, 26-21. It looks like they're going to kick off.
Final score, Airline beats Hawkton 56-13.
Who says Airline can't play defense, huh?
Final score, Dutchtown beats Denham Springs 27-13.
And I'll tell you this right now, Dutchtown's a sleeper pick in that Division I non-select bracket.
Final score, Alexandria beats Pineville 56-21.
Good win for Ash.
Hand off to the new tailback in the game, number 4, Nathan Driggs.
Got a good run there.
Final score, West Monroe beats Ouachita Parish 15-13. Gary Swallow, that's a big win for you, my friend.
Yes, it is. West Monroe looking to make another run. Yep. It's 3rd down and long. They've gotten most of the penalty yards back.
Final score, Zachary beats Liberty Magnet 42-8. Final score, Terrebonne beats East St. John's. And look at Driggs, he's off to the races.
He might take it to the house.
One man to beat, falls forward.
He's just short.
And he's down at the 4. They say he's stepped out of bounds.
Oh, that was a great run for the backup running back.
And Nathan Driggs taking advantage of his carry here.
Oh, absolutely. That was a fantastic run, showing his breakaway speed when he got to the 2nd level.
He's first and goal from the Jays from the 4-yard line.
I think you give the ball back to Driggs on this play.
First and goal from the 3. I would take 4 knees, but that's just me.
Yeah.
First and goal, Driggs gets the carry. And he goes for a pickup of 1 yard.
Got a yard on that play.
Driggs takes the ball up the middle.
With the 52-7 lead. 6 minutes to play. Blue Jays threatening again. Lutcher leads Edie White 27-20. Good game over there.
Oh, yeah. Got 2 really good teams playing a really good game.
Leesville found their offense this week. They're rolling on the Ritter right now, 62-28.
Oh, wow. That was a 42-28 game at halftime, so Leesville kind of opened it up in the 2nd half.
Iowa leads Washington Marion 47-6.
Iowa building off of that big
Quarterback keeper here, and he picks up a yard. That was number 5 on the carry, Ben Miller, the freshman.
Yep. Freshman getting some reps in this game.
Eunice leads Lagrange 24-20. What a comeback for Lagrange.
Yeah, Lagrange is looking to make sure that they get to go to 6-1 on the year.
Oh, final score, Cecilia beats Beauchamp 71-0. Call the dogs off.
For real, man. See what this 3rd down play is.
3rd and goal.
Lutcher's the real deal, folks.
Back
Number
to
4
Driggs.
breaks off a tackle, gets him to the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Blue Jays.
Yep.
Number 4, Nathan Driggs extends the Blue Jays lead here.
Yes, he does. Backup running back had a really, really good run there to set it up. And
What's your score for Lutcher?
They just scored on a 99-yard touchdown, 27-13.
I got 27-20 here.
also,
So Edie White must have answered quick.
27-13.
Danny Reed in to attempt the kick.
Hey, how about this, Enoch?
all
Our
right.
first extra point of the night for
Yeah.
the Blue Jays.
It is.
21, Lanny Reed. Let's see if he can go 1 for 1 tonight on extra points. Snap, hold, kick. And that one is shanked left, wide left. No good.
Wide left.
New score from Blue Jay Field
With 3:42 to go in the game.
with
St. Edmunds.
3:40 remaining. 58-7, your score. Thanks everyone for tuning in with us. A great rivalry. Did not live up to the hype, but we're thankful for the opportunity this evening, and would like to see this rivalry again in the future whenever Sacred Heart really gets those young guys in the program and gets this program back up in the standard that they want it to.
Yep. You have games like this sometimes where it gets out of your favor, even in rivalry games, and you don't want that to happen. But with games like this, it's a learning experience. So
Kaplan is leading Southern Lab 40-20. Holden, you don't have to worry about down and distance the rest of the way, and just let the clock run.
Yep.
Final score, Sterlington beats North Webster 49-0. Final score, Gina beats Vidalia 60-0. Final score, ULAB beats Glen Oaks 55-6. Final score, Jennings beats South Bow 55-0. Final score, Lake Charles College Prep beats St. Louis 46-6. Final score, Bell Chase beats Patterson 44-6. Union Parish making it a game. They trail 24-15 fourth quarter.
Oh, wow.
Union Parish that made it a game. It's 24-15 fourth quarter. But not sure about how much time's remaining. Franklin leads West St. Mary 14-0. First time they've kicked it deep back to the 15-yard line. And we'll be taking in around the 27-yard line. Trojans set up shop 1st and 10 with a minute 40 to play here. Might see a couple runs here and get on out of here.
Yep. A couple runs or maybe even a kneel down or two.
Grand Lake's rolling on Basile right now, 37-12. Westminster is rolling right now on Port Barry, 63-25. Hamilton Christian rolling on Elton, 46-22. The Quincy's done separated. There's 38-20. Holly's Lock of the Week hits. Vermilion Catholic beats undefeated Ascension Episcopal 49-27. VC's a good ball club.
Oh, absolutely.
Vermilion Catholic beats Ascension Episcopal. The battle undefeateds 49-27.
Ring the bell. You got VC looking to.
Are they starting to become a favorite to win the state title this year?
I would say yes.
You said they haven't lost a regular season game in 3 years.
You're right.
Yeah, I would say that they are a favorite. I mean, Vermilion Catholic, they go up against good teams. They beat them every single week. And I expect more of that in the playoff push, too. It looks like this will be the last play of the game, too, Jardy.
Yeah, then we'll cue it up. We'll go get player of the game honors. We'll talk to the Victoria's head football coach. And a good run there. And he breaks a couple tackles and some positive to take into next week. That's a way to end the game right there, still playing to the final whistle.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
Final score, Hamilton Christian beats Elton 46-25.
They got 2 minutes left in that Neville Ruston game. Neville has the ball.
Both teams will shake hands here. And we got to discuss player of the game honors. A heated rivalry showing some great respect at this time.
Yep. Like to see that. Doesn't matter how bad or how heated the rivalry is. We like to see the good sportsmanship at the end. It's always a positive.
Coach Aguilar, great friend to the program.
Yes.
Keep your head up and keep fighting. Get those guys ready to play next week.
Yep. Season's not over if you're Sacred Heart. Still got 3 more games. Still have a playoff push to push forward to. This will be a learning experience for Sacred Heart's Trojans.
And the positive thing you can think of is both teams seem like they came out of here healthy.
Yep. No major injuries here.
A lot of season left to play.
Yep. It's always a positive whenever you see nobody get injured in the game. Never want to see that happen. And the one player that did come out of the game, he did come back in the second half for Sacred Heart. So that's always good.
So we got a good one brewing in Ruston right now with 1:38 to play.
I think Neville's trying to kill the clock and walk away with a win. First down and 10, 1:38 left. Neville has the ball, and Ruston has 2 timeouts, so they can stop the clock twice.
Where's the ball? I didn't see.
Neville. They Ruston has 2 timeouts though.
I picked Neville on Wednesday night.
I picked Ruston. Figured Big Ruston is
That's at Ruston too.
Yep.
yeah, that's
Not far, but still.
it's not far, but
2 good
you know,
ball clubs.
Yeah, a little home field
Let's talk
advantage.
about this one real quick. 58-7 is the final score. A lot of good takeaways from the Blue Jays and some learning experiences from the Trojans tonight.
Yes, I agree. St. Ed's, this game couldn't have went better if you tried or if you asked for it. So it went about as perfect as you could.
About as best as you can script it, but minus the penalties.
Minus the penalties, exactly. For Sacred Heart, when it rains, it pours. It didn't seem like they could buy their way into a lucky play here and there. So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but I do think that Sacred Heart will bounce back and continue pushing for a playoff spot here. The season is not over for either team. I expect both of them into the postseason, and possibly for both teams maybe make a run.
So when we talk about player of the game honors at this time, let's run through the script here of how the game played out.
Yep. So you had number 15. He had thrown
Kane West.
Kane West. You had Kane West throw 4 touchdown passes to number 11.
Number 15.
Or number 15, I apologize. Wait, no. Here we go. Number 15,
Kane West found number 7, Blake Boran, for 4 scores.
Yes, exactly. He found him for 4 scores, and then he had also found number 11, Seth Oquan, for 2 touchdowns. And then Kane West managed to put another one on the ground, and Kane West had ran in 5 separate 2-point conversion runs in this game.
27-20 final.
Final score, Lutcher beats Edie White 27-20. So you saying Kane West accounted for 7 or 8 touchdowns tonight? How many was it?
It was 7 touchdowns, 6 passing and 1 rushing.
Final score, Mangum beats Oak Grove 26-20.
Oh, wow.
Is Mangum new favorite in Division 4 non-select?
I would think so. I think they have 1 loss.
1 loss to Gina.
Wow. It's 3rd down and 5 for that Neville-Ruston game. Ruston needs a stop
Ruston's
right
out of timeouts, too.
They need to get a stop right here, or the game's over.
Handoff, Neville, first down.
I believe, yep, they gave him the first. I think
And
it's
Neville
over.
beats Ruston, ladies and gentlemen, 26-21. What a win for the Neville Tigers.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So player of the game honors tonight goes to number 15, Kane West. 7 touchdowns, you said, 1 rushing.
And 5 2-point conversion runs.
Hold on. I gotta calculate this.
All right.
1 rushing,
Yep.
6 touchdown passes.
Yes, sir.
5 2-point conversions.
Yep.
All right, let's get down there and let's talk to him.
All right.
Quarterbacks in the state right here locally.
Oh, yeah.
So you call my phone, sir.
All right, let me take it off of the Neville Tiger Network, and I will ring that up for you.
It's in the black bag. Player of the game honors.
All right. Show beans.
Talk.
All right.
Gotcha.
Sounds good.
So I'll head on downstairs at this
time.
talk to
Talk to play the game.
and
And the head football coach. You got a cue on here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. See if I can maybe.
And you know how to end the stream once I'm done.
I'll get with you.
I'll come.
Hold on. Stop that real quick. All right, so let's see if we can We're just going to follow Jardy here. I found Jardy. I'm following him.
It's a little cold out
See
there.
if I can make it through a sea of blue here.
You should be able to.
Holden, check on Facebook and make sure I got audio on the field right now.
Coming.
All right. Yeah, because he has my phone. I can't check. All right. I'm still following Jardy. I'm going to zoom in whenever he gets to either the player of the game or the head football coach, whichever one.
Jordy, speak so I can hear you. Yep, we're good, Jordy. Good.
I'm gonna bring him to the 10. I'm gonna bring him to the 10-yard line. Just wait.
All right, sounds good. We're following you.
You get to do one now. You get to do one. Yeah, that was good, man. Yeah. We'll be cued in. We got it. Well, 7 touchdowns accounted for, 6 passes, 1 rushing, and 5 2-point conversions. Okay, yeah, he had a great game. Right upstairs, coach, sitting here with Victoria's head football coach. Coach, player of the game, we just talked about him, but I want to talk about this entire team and what a night it was for your group. 58-7, it seemed like you had a motivated group coming in this one. A lot of disrespect around the state of Louisiana. Polls, Wednesday night show with Under the Lights. Not many people respecting this team. I bet they'll respect you now.
Well, people like Daniel Spell, Coach Daniel is in high school. It's funny, if people think we don't like each other, that's not true. We get on great. We talked today is that, he's a Trojan. And of course, he wants them to win. Like, why not? This is a great rivalry. Like y'all were talking about on the show Wednesday night, this is one of the greatest rivalries against State of Louisiana. Everybody comes out for this game. There's a huge crowd. But everybody was like, oh, this is a trap game. You're going to lose this one. Not this game. If our guys came out with a lot of hate in their heart, they wanted to play this game. I mean, two schools that don't like each other, man. So, and we had a great game plan. I mean, there was one drive we didn't score in the third quarter. And really, we were doing some things. So I knew Catholic could point to people to scout us out so that they would see and they'd have to practice for next week.
Coach, let's talk about that. Keeping your guys grounded, not looking ahead to the big time undefeated matchup next week, my friends.
Yeah.
You got everyone to lock in, focus in. It is rivalry football, but sometimes you can look ahead. But it seemed like tonight it was all business.
It was all business, man. We take it one play at a time, one snap at a time, one game at a time. And listen, Catholic Kentucky's been 13 years since we beat them. But this year, I told them to everybody else and we're on a mission to collect this year. So we're going to go to Catholic next week. They better be ready because we're strapping on. Our defense is rolling and our offense is rolling.
Next Thursday night, it should be a game of the year type of caliber. 2 undefeated going at it. Huge district implications. Tonight, 7 points on the scoreboard. Defense came to play.
Defense is ready, man. We were practicing all week. We had a great game plan coming in. Coach Nick Castro did a great job putting in the game plan, and it's just a special team. I mean, it's a special team this year.
Coach, how about postseason football here at Blue Jay Field? Would you welcome Under the Lights back?
Oh, absolutely. You tell me all the time. We're good friends, and we love having you out here.
Coach, congratulations on the win. Always an honor to call your games.
Sure.
Look forward to seeing what you guys do rest of the way.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. That's good, sir.
Guys, I'm gonna go get player of the game honors at this time, okay?
All right, we're following you. Gotta find number 15. Let's see. I think I found him.
Yeah. Guys, I got the player of the game at this time.
Next week, that's nice. That's great, y'all. Don't get it.
Shoot up upstairs. Everyone can still see us live on Facebook with the camera. Player of the game honors tonight.
Now a two-time winner of the award, my man. You got room on the case for another one? Got one more. Got enough room for one more. Absolutely. Let's talk about the phenomenal night tonight, and we'll talk about your stat line real quick. If you don't know, 7 touchdowns accumulated for, 6 through the air, 1 rushing, and 5 2-point conversions from yourself. What a night from the statue. You did it up. Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you. Absolutely. And you got some good receiving core here. Blake Moran went crazy. 4 scores. That was an unbelievable night tonight by him. You know, he was out a game and a half, and we was hoping he'd come out and do what he knew how to do, and we knew one of these games he was going to have a big game, and tonight he did. He had a very big game tonight. Mr. Oakland also 2 short through receiving, and then Rodney almost scored off the catch of the year right there. He got a foot in bounds. Oh, yeah. It was a great game, man. Receiving sports did unbelievable. And then you had a lot of time up front. Think about your offensive line. They seem like they're getting better and better each week. Oh, God, the line is unbelievable where they came from last year to this year. I mean, they give it everything they got every play. There's not one play I can say that they let off and they don't block for me. It's unbelievable, man. The defense, you look across the field of the scoreboard right now, 7 points, rivalry football game. The defense seemed like they had it on their mind tonight. The defense did. They had it on their mind. They stopped them every down, pretty much, except one drive. Their first drive, they came out, they drove it down the field, and they scored. But after that, our defense, after halftime, it was pretty much over. They couldn't move the ball. And let's talk about not looking ahead. It seemed like the guys for tonight was about going 1-0, and you have the big one next week, but sometimes you can look ahead. But tonight, the guys were locked in for 4 quarters. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. We came into this game, we knew. Coming in 6-0, we knew we couldn't be hot-headed. It's a rivalry game. We knew they was going to play their best. And coming out into this game, we just knew that we just had to do our job and don't spike it from the back row and come out with a win. So we do have some breaking news upstairs, guys. Coach Diaz just announced to us new school record for the player of the game at this time. Number 15, Kane West, broke a school record tonight of total touchdowns in a single game. Congratulations. Yeah, I appreciate it. Enjoy it. It's always an honor to call your games, and I look forward to doing it a little bit later in the season once postseason football gets here at Blue Jay Field. Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Enjoy it. We'll see you down the road. Sending it back to you guys upstairs at this time. You hit stop. Stop streaming, and we'll get on out here, boys.
All right, sounds good, Jordy.
Wow, I did not know that. That's pretty cool. You broke a record, man. Like, that's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. Most touchdowns accounted for in a single game. It's always a great record to have. So
I wonder if he was told that or he just found out at the breaking news with Jordy.
Yeah, I do wonder that. I mean,
I want to ask Jordy that when he comes. That's amazing, dude.
Yep.
I haven't been able to make as many games this year because with work and stuff, but the games that I've been to, that is the best quarterback that I've seen so far.
I have to agree as well. Not only through watching the streams, but being at the games that I have been at live, he's played the best, he's slung the rock the best, and he's probably ran the football the best out of all the quarterbacks that I've seen so far this year.
Man, he's just a good athlete. He's a good-looking kid, y'all. You know, he's about 6 foot, probably a little bit bigger than that. I'm not.
Have it right here, man. He's right at 6 foot.
He's right at 6 foot.
Right at 200 pounds.
Almost 200 pounds. You know, he's a good-looking kid, an athletic freak.
Yeah.
He's fast. He got a cannon.
Mm-hmm.
Throws a beautiful touch pass.
I mean, he has a great supporting cast too that is helping him do this.
Yep.
I mean, I have to say, I mean, when it comes to the playoff run, this St. Edmund football team here, you have to take into consideration that they're going to make a deep run this year.
You have to. I mean,
as long as they stay healthy and as long as they keep doing things the right way, St. Ed's, the Fighting Blue Jays, they're going to be a force to deal with.
Yep. I mean, that's impressive. With, like, okay, down year or not for Sacred Heart, to beat a team, a rival game that much. That's impressive.
Oh, we got an update here from our good friend at the platform, Marcus Hay. The Lake Arthur Tigers have defeated Richwood 24-20. That's a final.
Wow, congratulations, Marcus.
Yep.
That's a good win.
Good win for Marcus Hayes.
Very good win.
Tigers. All right, so as we wait for Jordy to come back up here, we're going to end this one for you. On behalf of Jordan Taylor, It is I, Enoch Brogy, and for Holden Lee, we will be signing off. Thank you for watching this game on Under the Lights, and we will see you next time.
Catch y'all later.
All right.